Testing. Okay, there's the microphone. That was weird. Welcome back, everybody, to the hero of Destiny was killed by the final boss. I'm pretty sure that's the name of what this game is. It's basically what happened, right? So we died. We got reincarnated as a lovely little dwarf in a town, and we are in the process right now of going through one of the areas accompanied by, but not really accompanied by, a sorcerer. We basically got to reincarnate as one of five different races. Welcome! You're starting soon, timings and everything, crazy production value. Yeah, I try to do countdowns, Rise. Welcome. An early copy. That's right. I did get an early copy. It's so early that even Jarell Delay doesn't know when the game is going to be coming out. But yeah, for those who don't know, yesterday we started Dragon Quest X offline edition. We're playing it on our Nintendo Switch. There's the possibility of playing it on Steam, but because of all of the difficulties I've been having with OBS interacting with Windows, particularly with Deltarune or things of that particular nature, I decided this is probably not the best way to play it. Even though it is ordinarily the best way to play it, we're instead playing it on our hacked Switch. So it's the edition that's going to be, it's the Japanese edition with the English translation patched in, since we still do not have a localization copy of 10 yet. We've been able to play every single mainline Dragon Quest entry, but this one. I did. I actually woke up at 10:30 today, which is technically 9:30 because of daylight savings. So it was a little bit strange in that regard, just waking up and being like, "Well, I guess I don't know whether I should eat breakfast or lunch or what do I do now? I'm not used to waking up at this time." So I did end up eating, and we're gonna go ahead and switch over to scene number one here to my lovely Nintendo Switch. And no, we're not going to be playing Origami King today. Sorry. We're going to be going over to Dragon Quest X over here and continuing. I did run around and do some off-screen stuff, making sure basically I just got my character a little bit more powerful so that we're going to run into less issues as the game hopefully goes on. Maybe get another guest character at some point because we kind of need one. But overall, things seem to be, things seem to be quite enjoyable with the game so far. I mean, the combat speed and everything else has been nice. Lunch at 9:30 sounds a bit over enthusiastic. Well, technically it's 10:30. I would agree with you, except we're an hour ahead. It's right now it's 1:11 p.m. Central Standard Time instead of the normal 12:11 it should be. So it's been a little bit weird. It's been a little bit strange in that regard. But yeah, I this is something I'm definitely going to try to play a little bit every day. I'm not going to stream it every day. Definitely can't stream it every day, but at least getting to points where I'm at least touching it bit by bit so that I can finish this game by April, before my vacation. That's the big goal here. Oops, I hit the home button and not the start button. Yes, so I soft modded the Switch because I have a low serial number Switch, so I was able to soft mod that. If you don't have a low serial number Switch, you have to go in and actually get it hard modded. You have to have the things actually installed to the system. But yes, so it's just as easy as dragging and dropping the translation into the Atmosphere folder, and it's ready to go. It's a similar process for the Steam version if you decide to get it on Steam. I recommend the Switch version because you can just take it with you, which is like the most optimal way to play an offline game is to just take it with you wherever you go. The main problem is that I have Joy-Con drift that started just last night with this jailbroke Switch, and so like every time I play the game, it's like looking at the introduction to Fresh Prince, like you spin around and around with the camera, and I'm like, that's gonna get problematic as it continues. It may be. There's actually a website you can. It's always the right one. The left one's always been great. It's always the right Joy-Con that drifts. I don't know what it is about it, but it's always that one. Uh, there's actually a website. I'm gonna go ahead and post it, Rise, just so that you have it for reference. It's a pretty easy, straightforward URL name. If you type in your serial number into your Switch, you'll know if your Switch is a low enough serial number to be able to potentially soft mod. Otherwise, if it's not, you'd have to go through hard modding processes. So far, I've only done 2 major things with this. I've done Origami King Refolded's mod and this. And this is by far, I would say, arguably more worth it than Origami King, but I was a fan of that option as well. Yeah, I have 3, and they all suck. And they all suck. So I can't replace it with the better one. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and go back to Agrani. And we're going to have to go back to the actual mine. When Guard went to the Guardian's room leading to the Cave of Council, he found that Lunana had forced her way into the Cave of Council. Guard hurried to the Cave of Council in order to stop Lunana and her men. Oh, I see. There's no way to, like, reset the corrupted SD card. Because normally there's a way to, like, wipe it, right? And then, like, start it fresh from scratch. Unless you're totally afraid of losing absolutely everything on it, which I get. Welcome back, Guard. May our God bless the Guard. Bless the Guard. Okay, very well. We're gonna go back to the cave. I am gonna probably skip some of the dialogue there since we did die to a boss because we had nothing but axes on. We had nothing but axe skills, but no axe. So we got absolutely destroyed without a whole lot of opposition. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I ended up getting like an official 256 gigabyte one of Nintendo's, and like they're expensive, but I'm tending to utilize as much space as I realistically can here on it. Just because I didn't know what I was gonna mod, what I wasn't gonna mod. So we'll get back to that room we were at. We're basically almost double the level we were at last time. That plus the fact that we can actually, we're actually going to be able to have an axe to take advantage of the plus this if you have this many axes is going to be pretty good. Yeah, it does, which is why you basically have to use the SD, and I did. So I've been able to store like a lot of different games on it, which is wonderful. I'm not really planning on doing a whole lot in terms of like tinfoiling to get other games though. I tend to try to play physical media when I can. And right now with the Steam prices, it's actually cheaper to get a physical edition of this game, plus Japanese shipping to my country, than it was to get the Steam version downloaded for like 8,500 something yen, which is like slightly over like what, probably over like $55 US, given the yen's current exchange rate. So I think we're fine for the most part, you know, in terms of getting the physical edition, which isn't really that new of a phenomenon. There's so many games here that if you get it at like a store, they're like $10, but if you go to like the eShop or PlayStation Store, it'll be like $39.99, $49.99. The price never changes. So, yeah, I mean, at this particular point, I don't have a desire to do anything with the Switch 2. I haven't bought it, nor do I plan on buying it. Number one, it's just, you're not going to have the freedom of being able to mod it to be able to enhance the gaming experience of games that are already out, which is really the big thing. And number two, there's just not a whole lot on it right now that I care about. Did you hear about the FLD prize pool went above 1,000 USD? Though that's absurd. I had no idea it went that much. 666, and the only note they left was Gaster. They should have put it in Wingdings. That's just, I mean, if I were to do $666, I would have actually put a little bit more thought into my message. Made it like actual Wingding hands and everything else. So anyway, we're going to go back here, and we should hopefully win the fight here. We'll skip Lunana's dialogue since we saw it yesterday. How much is the express card? That's right. That's the only solution. They have to pay for their ignorance. Out the nose for it. So in any event, to summarize what's going on here, basically somebody was holding out this location for mining, and this is a very, very, very poor mining village, and so a lot of the people here are disgruntled, understandably, and living in poverty, and the fact that they really resent the fact that this mining spot was taken away from them. But there's like also an old legend and story about this mining spot, which is that it was buried away because something something greed, something something avarice brought about like this really demonic, evil spirit type thing and corrupted the town. And basically, you shouldn't mine gemstones in an evil cave. That's the moral of the story. I saved you about a couple of minutes of story. Yeah, I am much higher level. I'm level 15. I have an axe on, which is good, which is incredible. Like an axe skills with an axe wielding person. There we go. Sorry about that. Somehow this became undone. It's part of the Grudge Sludge's curse. Absolutely, I'm pretty sure he did that. All of the greedy souls did it. But in any event, that should fix everything now. I'm looking at the microphone icon, and it looks like it's bouncing up and down, so it should be working. Thanks for letting me know, by the way. So, do we get a phase 2? Crap, it turned huge? Hotsy, guard, I'll take care of this. You two, take everyone and run. Yes. Indeed. What are you doing? Go, go, go! Master Brogan's staff! But not Master Brogan, who cares about him? Ah, Master Brogan, says the staff. Is all hope lost? This is a sign of... No way, don't tell me! I think that's the, whenever our hometown was attacked, that might be that area. The Athene village location. I had to remember about the name for a second there. I guess all the villages we didn't start at. Namex are angry. No, call them what their actual names are. Freaky Fish Guy from Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, for those who don't know, this game originally released on the Wii. The Wii. And it still has support on the Switch, and we still don't have it localized in North America. And at this point, I don't think we'll ever get it. What in the world? This bright light is... Oh my goodness. We were all saved? Oh, so you missed a lot of news then, Rise. After this cutscene, I'll talk about it. Because the game is auto-advancing text. I have to read. I have no idea there's a monster like this in this land. If we stay in a town with a place like this nearby, we'll be cooked no matter what. Butch, let's get out of here. She kind of went like that. That was weird. Righto. Says Much. Thank you, brave dwarves. You have done well saving precious lives from Mammon. That voices? The demon miasma that swirls in this land has drained my power, so I've been unable to contain Mammon or bless the mines. However, that white light, the light of the hero's awakening, caused the miasma to disappear, and I regained my power. Oh no, it's a hard one time per stream, Rise. One time. I learned my lesson from Sean. I promise you that I, Mountain God Yipkel, shall once again watch over all those in the mines. You see, if the god spoke out loud like this a lot earlier, I think a lot of the townspeople would have been... would have not questioned his existence. But never forget, dwarves, the fangs of greed are always lurking in your hearts. Yeah, that was a nutty stream. Just hydrating like 7 times. I knew it. The blessings of the mountain god Yipkel were weakened by the demon miasma. I think the auto-advancing text is gone. So, Rise, I have a brand new console now, the Sega Dreamcast. Suit&Tay gifted it to me. So I have that now. I have the new, jailbroken Switch, which didn't exist back in May. I ended up... What else have I had since the last time that... I think there's at least one other console I've gotten since the last time you were here. I'm trying to remember what it was. I've really slowed down the rate in which I've been collecting different consoles, but I think that's really the last one. I did get a satiator for my Sega Saturn to allow me to be able to better play certain games bypassing the optical drive. So I guess that's basically it. Oh yeah, and I drink tea now. I mean, I drank tea before, but now people can make me drink tea. Yeah, so a lot's happened since May. I'm happy to report. I just don't think right now there's really nothing I'm lacking any sort of desire for any other consoles at this point. The Dreamcast was the last, like, this would be really cool to have, and I have it now. So I don't think I'll need to go out and get anything for quite a long time. Plus, there's no room in here to put any other stuff. The shelf is like, oh yeah, the shelf! That's the other thing. I didn't have this behind me whenever I was streaming before. So I'm in a completely different room than in May. I've relocated all my games to one different room because it used to all be in my bedroom, and it was like impossible to move in that room. Yeah. Well, it's not that I forget what consoles, it's just I forgot what consoles I got when. New shelf! New shelf. Oh, and we did have like a kind of a funeral for Cherden, the faithful chair. I now have a different type of chair with a mesh backing that better has lumbar support, but it was like the seat was looking really dilapidated. I couldn't continue to sit in it. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it served me well. It served me really, really well. But I couldn't lean back in it. And I needed to lean back in it because I would always hunch forward when playing stuff. And yeah, but I'm glad my back isn't suffering as a result. And as for that white light that saved us, at long last it seems that the legendary hero has... Guard, thanks. Because of you, we were saved. Yes, that is true. I wish to discuss that as well. Guard, return to Hatsu's house. There is something I wish to discuss with you. Is it about you joining my crew? Please join my crew. We could use our vacuum bell now. That might... I don't know if we should do that, though. We only have 2 of them. And they cost like 120 a pop. So we'll just walk our way out without trying to engage in many battles. So what did you think of the New Game Plus True Pacifist no-hit that was done? And do you think there's ever going to be a full one attempt again, or do you think that they will finally rest? I didn't either. I did not I did not expect it at all. I expected them to continue to try it, but I didn't expect them to actually get it and get it, in 2026. I guess having a year in mind isn't something I ever thought about because it's not something I ever thought was going to be completable ever. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about something. That sounds about what they sounds like what they do. I do kind of regret I never did a no-hit fully of Azrael. I did the one hit. And I'm like, I didn't. The problem for me, more than anything else, was phase 2. I just could not calculate the trajectory of the meteor spam. And I would be like, oh, it's going to end up here. And I would always be wrong. And so I would dodge thinking I knew where it was going, and it would go into a completely different area. So, I mean, I was committed to, like, not trying to cheese phase 2 by having the meteors fly off screen. So I basically, kept trying to brute force phase 2, and I just couldn't learn it because of that. It's horrific. I feel like if you understand where the meteors are going to go, it's going to be so much better. But I'm like, I've been staring at phase 2 for I don't know how many hours. I am not seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing. Good for those who get it, but I'm not one of those people. And then it's just like, it was kind of horrible. After that one Flowey stream in, like, what was it, 22, 23? Yeah, I decided I really did not want to do any sort of fight that was really going to be that kind of a grind again. That's why I only did Deltarune Chapter 3 no-hit fights and not 4, simply because I felt that Gerson was going to be more than it's going to take one day or one stream to get it. Every other fight in 3 was a 1 day and done, including the day 1 strats for the night, which I'm proud of. But I never went back and did any of the 4 fights, sadly. That is nuts. Yeah, so, I mean, it tells me that you have to have some level of intuition about where the meteor spam is going to go. And I'm just like, and I never developed that. I feel like if I had just learned that, it would have been so much easier. I'm not saying I would have done it, but it would have been so much easier to have done the rest of the fight, because I'd bring so many fights to phase 2 just to have him die there. I've been waiting for you, guard. For some reason, I'm only able to stay awake for a short time. Forgive me, but this discussion may be brief. Guard, your true form is not that of a dwarf, but that of a human, is it not? Up, he's got my number. Yeah, I know. That's kind of the same thing with me. It's just like I wanted to be able, I kind of set out to do every single no hit, and I just stopped there. Hatsi, please try reflecting guard in that mirror. It's gonna be, yep, as I suspected. Not buff Riku. This mirror is the legendary Ra's mirror, which is said to reflect one's true form. During the battle with Mammon, we were all drained of our strength and couldn't even move, but you alone could still fight, couldn't you? That is without a doubt because the soul that dwells in your body is not that of a dwarf, but of a human. I know what this is, why you became as you are. He's gonna fall asleep. Yeah. Master Brogan! Yeah, I mean, it's you don't often play games where someone prophesizes, "Hey, you and your entire village are gonna die," and then you and your entire village die. I'm like, okay, well, story checks out. I believe you now. Master Brogan's staff, please tell me, what was he going to say? Oh, for crying out loud. Guard, it seems that Master Brogan's pushed himself a bit too hard speaking with you. I still find it hard to believe it. Master Brogan said that you were a different person than the Dwarf Guard, right? They were a newbie apprentice that never complained and worked hard for me. They always said that one day they were going to travel the world and dig up some unbelievable treasure. That was their catchphrase. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. On the one hand, No Hit True Pacifist is like the longest standing challenge in Undertale slash Deltarune history, and 1 through 4 in the grand scheme of things is a relatively newer challenge because of how old Chapter 4 is. On the one hand, I get it. On the other hand, I'm like, I still think the 1 through 4, like everything you needed in order to make that work is just insane. It's the same for No Hit, a New Game Plus True Pacifist. It's just that I just don't think the gulf should be as wide as it is. I think they're both insane challenges, but I think, catching 1 through 4 live, um, I feel was immensely more satisfying. Yeah, and I ended up missing the New Game Plus stream also. I never got to see it. I saw a recommendation, and then I'm like, better go to Discord and see if people are talking about it. Sure enough, they were analyzing the video, and yeah. So it's just like at that point, I was just watching and seeing everything that happened at the very, very end. It is nuts. It's just a nutty time and like challenge running that we're living in right now. A lot of this stuff we thought was never going to be toppled down. I remember when we thought Chapter 3 no hit was not possible, let alone like 1 through 4. It's unbelievable. So if we could use their body to do something huge for them, I think that they could rest in peace. Because it's one of those things where back when I was in the thicket of challenging, I would get jealous quite often of other people's talent. But I'm glad that I still do like little niche things on the side if I'm motivated enough, like the Chapter 3 no hits that I did. But I'm able to just kind of sit back and just be like immensely proud of what people have done and just like enjoy it passively rather than being like, "Oh, I wish that were me. I wish I was so much better at this than I actually was." Because like I went through like so many times I just felt that way, and I'm a lot more relaxed now. At least I like to think I am. Indeed. Whoa, Master Brogan's staff. These are Master Brogan's words. Those like Guard who come back to life in a new form must have a mission to fulfill. What that mission is, you shall learn when the time comes. To assist you in fulfilling that mission, I shall give you something. Now get out your adventure log. Magic staff spark. The mark of adulthood appeared on your adventure log. Yeah, it took me, I believe, like right at or under a month to do Flowey. But I brute force that nearly every day. That's the only reason I was able to get it done in that amount of time. Good for you, Guard. Now you'll be recognized as a full-fledged member of society no matter where you go. With this, it's possible that even the great kings of other lands may look to you for help. Yes, if you make an impact any of the large towns or countries of each continent, you shall receive a key-like medal called a key emblem. First, you must go around the world collecting those key emblems as proof of your abilities. Now the true adventure begins, Guard. First, head northwest of Agrani, towards the Mount Gatara. Mount Gatara, okay. Thus concludes Master Brogan's message. We too shall depart on a journey, that white light, to investigate the cause of the hero's awakening. We must be going. That was a bit of a large-scale story, but I'm rooting for you too. Good luck, Guard. But the other side of this equation too, Rise, is that there's also so many more resources to be able to no-hit Flowey than there was when we started. Some of those resources and guides and help we actually helped contribute towards, which is wonderful. You know, not only was there, of course, the God Home, which was like so pivotal to us being able to do it and the amount of time that it took us, but you know, there's also all of these videos, all of these resources and other things, which I think is awesome. Oops, that's right. I'll give this thing that I got recently as a farewell gift. The alchemy pot. Oh, we could forge stuff. They also received a recipe book, Beginner's Alchemy. Learned recipes in Beginner's Alchemy. Alchemy Pot is a special tool used to alchemize another item by inserting items as materials. You can alchemize items by selecting Alchemy Pot from the items menu. You'll need the recipe. It can be obtained from recipe shops or bookshelves. Seems kind of convenient, doesn't it? I'm sure it'll come in handy for your future travels, so then hang tight. Yeah, I didn't even have that when I did it. Full-fledged adventurer accolade has now been given. Alchemy Pot. Selecting Alchemy Pot allows you to alchemize new consumables using multiple items. If you lack the required materials, they'll be displayed in gray. Okay, recipes. Okay, it can be obtained from gathering points or purchases shops. That's right! Oh no! Not again! Can't escape. Alchemize Wait, are these like the grottos? Wait, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have none. Oh, you can fight Belial from, I'm assuming from Dragon Quest II. We only have one coin for him, so forget that. We can make a gold bar, or we don't have any of the materials to do that. So what about the items themselves? We can, well, technically this gives us more mileage. We get 6 extra MP if we make this recipe. Are there levels for this, though? I wonder. Restores 30 HP and cures poison. 50 HP. It's kind of a steep cost, but I won't use it now. I will make one of these. And then we'll continue on with the game. Alright. It says we can use it to make food. I don't know when that's going to be a thing, because we can't cook yet. But it seems like it's going to have all of the staples just like a mainline game would. Okay, this is the same one we read last time, so no worries there. Did we open this? We did. Okay. Otherwise, there'd be an icon. Yeah, I remember hearing about the gatekeeping of it. Not sure how I feel about that. I feel like that's one of the situations where like pride can definitely get in the way. I feel like you'd only kind of withhold that information if you're just kind of being like, I want to do this first. But ultimately, I'm glad as many people have gotten Flowey as they did. It's just nice to see certain challenges that took you forever just being toppled so much easy. Because at the same time, while the ego wants people to have as much of as a difficult time at times as it took me, I'm glad that people aren't struggling for a month to beat Flowey anymore. That, I mean, it's so it's so miserable to have that kind of an experience with it. I really don't wish it on anyone else, no matter how much my ego might say otherwise. I'm like, I don't think anybody should have to fight Flowey for a month. Yeah, I don't know either. We better save before we forget. The auto-saves are not the best in this. Miss Donata's left. She said she would never return. Okay. Guess we'll never see her again. Yeah. That's ridiculous. I mean, a lot of the speed up challenges I've seen are ridiculous. Like, the most recent one I saw sped up was like, of course, like what is it, like triple speed Aram, Eram. I've only seen it phonetically, the mantle. I've never actually said it out loud. I don't know how people actually say it. But like the speed up of that is just nutty to watch. But I tell you, Mackenzel, that'll be beaten for sure tomorrow. I'm gonna have to ask Alex, like, is it just me, or does the world map music in this game sound like the forging area in DQ11? He's probably gonna say the same thing, because I'm just like, it's just like, it's just sticking in my head. Okay. Yeah, it's just like, it's hard for me because it's like, it's one of the things I watched, but like didn't like stare super deep at to study. Okay, so I don't know where specifically, maybe the records will tell me. Wrong one. I guess we'll just go to the north for now. They said they wanted me to go to one of the mountains, right? Actually, I have a better idea. Yeah, that is kind of weird that they redid it so quickly. Why don't we just do this? We'll go right back to Agrani. I'll talk to one of the NPCs with the purple icon above their head. They'll tell me exactly where I need to go. That's the beauty of this game, is if you're lost, there's always going to be somebody there that will get you back on your feet. Well, there usually would be. I guess we'll go down to the lower level. Okay. Grenade, broken toll to collect the matter of key emblems. Okay. Placed in the guard. Good luck to him. Oops, I didn't mean to double talk to him. Oh yeah, good night, Rise. Thanks for stopping by. It was great to have you nearby. I don't normally do a Sunday stream this early, but this game is gonna need extra innings. There's no question about that. But have a wonderful rest of your night. Oh, that's right. I can't zoom in buildings. That was dumb of me. Thank you for hydrating me. Oh, man. I was kind of hoping we would have a guest character, not necessarily a fully controlled NPC, but somebody would be able to use. Let's go ahead and get on our Segway and get moving here. Mount Katara is that way. Oh, we never got healed after that boss fight. Good to know. Strike Force Bureau's form. According to the Ecological Survey report from the Ranger Association, Dancing Devil has been mysteriously increasing, in recent, well, whatever it is, it fell right off the page. The influence of demon miasma is also considered, but the cause is not certain. To protect the balance of the ecosystem, request the subjugation of 4 dancing devils. We get 13 cruel claws if we do it. I'll take that. Do we just use them? Or are they, they have their own menu. Okay, and you have 999 of them you can carry. Okay, I don't think we've run into... The Chimeras were in the other continent where Athene Village was. I have not found any of them out in the wild yet. Let's go inside the mountain area, because I think that's where they said we needed to go. Okay, Zam is pretty potent. Our defense is good, but our resistance is not so much. You there, this is Mount Katara at the knee of the Triad statue. I have one good thing to tell you. If you've got something to say, wipe it off with the color pink, dark reddish purple, question mark, I'm like Barba's Grand something Plaza. Just like Grandma Barba at Central Plaza, I recommend you talk to Barba anyway. Central Plaza is located at the top of the stairs. I will do that. You very, very, very pushy person. Miscellaneous, do we have our quests? Currently... we have to find Burnsong Nectar for that one. I want to meet a craftsman. Okay, Glen Castletown, which we haven't accessed yet. We'll need to go to an inn. Looks like it'll be up and over that way. Apparently, there really isn't anyone in this town who can give us a key emblem. Yeah, besides... Dustin, the guy who lives in Junk Castle, isn't the kind of guy who would give up his key emblem. No helping it. Guess we'll make a name for ourselves somewhere else. Somebody's doing the Naruto run over there. I guess we'll make our way to Dustin Castle in a moment. We'll talk to you in a second. We'll talk to... You're the person that has the quest about the smithing. We do not have a smithing. We do not have smithing. We can only have an alchemic pot right now. So we can't do anything about that yet. I will say, all things considered, the loading times are not the absolute worst they could be. You know, considering it's like 6 seconds, you know, for a loading zone. And spaces are usually pretty wide open. This is probably one of the last OSTs I think Sugiyama would have really worked on. Guitarra Pig Buns? Oh, I thought it said permanently for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. No, but that's like, why does it only cost 980? Okay, it's temporary. No thanks. That might help if we were a thief, but we are not. Okay, back to town. Alright. Inn? This is not where an inn is. Hold on, wait a minute. Nothing? Single file. Okay, so Junk Castle is our next story destination, which we'll do in a moment. I would imagine so too, because a lot of the areas are pretty wide open. Stay for sure. And you know, the thing is, there's a number of games that I would be like, oh man, when do I get another party member already? It's so boring walking around by yourself. But I don't know, this is one of the games where I just kind of take an exception to that general rule. I think it's nice. There's some games I criticize for feeling too aimless. I don't know if this game feels like that yet. Especially since, like, anything that you can theoretically do, you can do so quickly. You can run around quickly. You have a segue to move around even faster than regular quick speed. And this is without, like, using the overlay. Yeah, and I mean, they certainly did some things to make this offline edition possible that was, like, different from, like, the Switch version. Excuse me, different from the Wii version, for sure. Alright, I think we ought to go see Dustin and see what he's all about. Living in his junk house. But let's see what you gotta say. Oh my god, can't you do something about that pile of garbage? It's ruining our peaceful plaza. Of course, I'm talking about the man of the centuries, Dustin, junk castle he built out of junk and garbage. Well, rumor has it there's some valuable things among the trash. For example, key emblems and whatnot. If you've come to this town in search of a key emblem, it might be a good idea to try paying it a visit. Well, okay. Let me guess, she took the key emblem. The eyes of justice shine brightest in the darkness. The beautiful lady thief, Poiklin. My mission has been accomplished brilliantly. Please wait! You're improving, Junkie. Today you're 47 seconds faster than usual. Now then, everyone, I bid you all adieu. And thus I vanish without a trace. Wait, Poiklin? Bring back Lord Dustin's treasures! Well, okay. I guess we'll go inside now, unless anybody else wants to jump out. Please calm down, Lord Dustin. That's not the Phantom Thief, Poiklin. Who is it then? It's like this, Lord Dustin. Poiklin stole that really rare green tablet garbage, Lord Dustin, that you found after digging for 3 days and 3 nights. Okay. The audacity! It is as you said, Lord Dustin. This is the 3rd time that she's targeted Junk Castle, Lord Dustin, and stole all your most prized possessions. How hideous! That rotten Poiklin. Why in the world does she have it out for this castle? Ah, at a time like this, if only Cheery were here to help us, she'd settle it before we could say, ah. I told you that I don't want to talk about her. She ain't my daughter anymore. Sorry, I misspoke. This person seems to have some business with you. Hey, you want the key emblem? What'd you say? There's no way I'd ever give up something as unimportant as a key emblem. Lord Dustin, they have a proof of adulthood. A proof of adulthood? I'm sure that they, like you, Lord Dustin, love collecting junk. Doesn't that make them our comrade? It's true. I love picking up crap on the overworld. They've got me down to a T. Comrade. That stupid vacant look in your eyes. Unmistakably, that's the look of a genuine third-rater. Friend! From this day on, you're my assistant, Junkie number 2. Let's move out, Junkie number 2. No matter what, we've got to take back the green tablet from Poiklin. Are you going to be a guest character? Be a guest character. Be a guest character. Be a guest character. Lord Dustin, Poiklin disappeared to the northeast. Got it! Lord Dustin's really amazing. An overflowing love of junk, an endless passion. I could learn a thing or two from him. Junkie number 2, was it? From now on, let's both do our best as Lord Dustin's assistants, okay? Lord Dustin loves collecting junk. It's our job to help him do it. That said, if you have a proof of adulthood, which is just as useless as Lord Dustin's key emblem, you already knew that, didn't you? What are you doing, Junkie number 2? You're still hanging around here? You got a pretty useless style, ain't you? Come on, let's get out of town and head northeast. We're going after Poiklin. They have forcibly joined the party. Oh, we get both of them! Hold on. What are you at? As you embark on adventures, friends may join you. These are friends who will join you temporarily, and others will fight alongside you forever after. They cannot be recruited, will not grow, and cannot change equipment or acquire new skills. The party members who remain with you permanently will gain experience points and level up just by winning battles, just like the main characters. The level increases, that will gain skill points. Set up their skill panels. You can change allied weapons and armor. Like the main character, their appearance will not change according to their armor. I suppose there had to be a limit somewhere. Weapons and armor will still be effective, so don't forget to equip your allies. If you find stylish equipment for your party members, you can change their appearance from the equip screen. Please keep an eye out for them. Okay, so Junkie is level 13, Dustin is level 17, we're level 15. Kind of gives me a general idea about where I need to be. We can't affect any of their equipment, but we should be in pretty good company right now. So to the northeast, they said. We probably should take some fights then. Let's get to that save spot over here. I have no idea how much of the I should be looking into some of these levels as like guideposts for like what level I need to be, and how many of them are just supposed to be purposely much higher level than you. In a solo RPG, I don't think it's ever going to hurt. And in an RPG where you're going to be solo for a good while, I don't think it's going to hurt to get extra EXP, especially while we have these party members that are probably going to ditch us the moment we get the junk back. Anyway, let me fill up my water here out of this container. I say container like I don't know what the word for cup is. It's a cup. There we go. Alright. Northeast. To the Chaldi Mountains. Got it. Sturdy stick. I will say this map music has stuck in my head. Oh, Junkie has a boomerang. Yes. That's so good. I'm so jealous. Okay, yeah, our ability to get EXP is going to be so much higher. We ought to take a couple of fights here. I have leveled up to 16. Our HP growth is great. I wish we would get some more strength, but beggars can't be choosers. The best part about the guest characters is you don't even have to heal them after combat if they're hurt. They just automatically get healed. Let's start making our way a little towards the Chaldi Mountains, and then we'll take some encounters there. They have their own tension gauge, which is nice. So Dustin can buff their own speed, which is pretty handy. Now, of course, the trade-off with the weapon I have equipped right now is that it is a two-handed axe, meaning I can't equip a shield. Eventually, I'm sure there's going to be a better axe option that'll make me want to have a secondary shield equipped, but right now, this is the best offensively I seem to be capable of doing. As to whether I should be doing it, I don't know. But for right now, yes. Okay, we've got Guard Varks. $94 EXP, 66 gold. We need to get on our Segway. There we go. Much better. Okay, so birds, birds, birds. Is there any other Guard Varks the other way? Mirror Stone? Okay, Guard Varks are over here, too. They love junk and we're just not getting any drops. I'm really curious what these guys have. seems like the big shortcoming that Dustin has is they are obsessed with like wasting time doing buffs. And they're not really buffs that are that great, like they'll just buff their speed. And they'll dance and they'll do a bunch of other stuff, but rarely damage. And unfortunately, you can't affect the tactics of these guest characters. There's nothing you can do to affect it. Okay, so we did finally get a drop. It's a single file. What is this? Oh, this is the, these are the stones that are gonna get on your Zoom Stone to map them. If you pray at this location, you can have the Zoom Stone remembered as a destination. So Guitarra Fields Mountain Road has now been added. Good to know that that's what they look like, so I don't get thrown off about it later. Because I was thinking to myself, Stone Monument, what are they talking about? So looking out for those now. And this is flaxen thread. Certainly have no shortage of that. We need more recipes, though, than what we have. I have no doubt we'll get them as the game progresses, but we certainly do not have them right now. How are we doing? Nope, didn't mean to zoom in there. Stats. 45 to next level. So this will get us our next level then. Don't know ideally like what I should be trying to obtain level-wise. There's our level 17. We now have 3 skill points again, 7 more HP, 4 strength that time, which is great. So skill points, going back into axes, we have 2 different sides we can get. Helm Splitter is that way, and Helm Splitter is a pretty good ability. Parallax I'm not really too worried about. A lot of strength plus 5s, but we also have strength plus 5s this way. We need to break both of these in order to unlock this. If we go this way, it's critical hit rate. This way, it is a an actual move that we can use on plant-based enemies. I do like Helm Splitter, though. This is kind of a hard decision. Alright, so we've used all of those. We have attack plus 3s again with axes that way if we continue. 2 single files. So both of them dropped it. So we have released 2 more Ono panels. I think we're about ready to go into that area then. The only thing that gives me pause is that I just want to make sure that we aren't going to get bodied by the boss. How are we doing on items? We have 23 medicinal herbs. My head wants to say that that's enough. I don't know, though. So 780 means that if we get, like, optimal, like, 8 more encounters, we'll get another level. Okay, that wasn't optimal, so... Seems like all the enemies here are basically going to drop the files then. Good critical. Really good critical. Okay, I think I'm ready to go into the mountain. We have 2,108 gold, which is also pretty fantastic. And there'll probably be enemies to fight in here too. Chaldea Mountain Road. Okay, I was about to say, what does that mean? It must mean that there's a scene when you enter. Hikaru, welcome! Happy Sunday! Rare Sunday stream, although we may be seeing a lot of those with this game. Yeah, I do too. But, you know, I don't often get to play them that often. Finally found you, Phantom Leaf Poiklin. Up until more recently, when I've been playing a lot of games, we ended up playing, we played 7 last year, that was the big one. We played Dragon Quest Monsters 1, we played Caravan Hearts, we ended up playing 1 HD2D, the 2 HD2D, 3, the 3 was the one I played on stream, and unfortunately 3 HD2D was the worst of all of them to have played. I think it's the worst Dragon Quest there is, quite frankly. I've already given my opinion on that and why, but yeah, I've never played 10, just because it's never come stateside. Yeah, so this one, there's a couple of ways you can play it if you are dead set on playing it. One is by Steam, but you'd have to have like a Japanese Steam account. You'd have to be able to pay via yen, meaning you'd have to probably get a gift card, fund it with yen to put it on that gift card, and then use it to make the Steam purchase, and then set a VPN to be set in Japan to be able to play it. Or what I prefer, just get it on Switch. That happens to be either soft modded or hard modded, and just drag and drop the translation in, and you're set to go. You don't need a VPN. You don't have to worry about funding a Japanese, store or getting a gift card or getting any sort of yen credit or any of that. You are going to take a huge hit to resolution, frames per second, speed, but you can take it and carry it with you. A little bit harder to do. I guess you could technically do it on the Steam Deck, except not really, though, unless you get like a VPN and other stuff. The story so far is you woke up in a village called Athene Village. It was prophesized that everybody in this town will die and nobody will survive, and the Athene Village will be wiped off the map, and that comes true. Everybody in their village dies, save for our kid sister. She is like sent through a portal in time. We don't know what's happened to her. But everyone else in the village has died, ourselves included. We've been reincarnated as one of 5 races. We ended up choosing this particular race here, and that's who we're playing as. There hasn't been continual reinforcement of like the main thread of this particular game. It's just that right now we're kind of dealing with the problems on this particular continent. And I'm sure it's going to connect to all of the other stories on the other continents in a moment, but right now we're just kind of dealing with this little mini quest, which is trying to get like an emblem that we're trying to collect from different areas of the game. And right now it's mainly us as a solo protagonist. We do get guest characters along the way every now and then. We have not gotten a permanent party member yet. So that's kind of where we're at. Right now we're chasing a phantom thief that stole Dustin's treasure. Chaldea Cave is like my own personal dumpster. I know this place like the back of my hand. I'll beat you to the punch. Let's see. Gobel Desert East and Chaldea Cave. Okay, so we have some new enemies here. We got Litwick. Wickerman, I like. It's a good localization name. Also, you have the ability to change combat speed to like very fast, so by default, we're always going to do that. There's no reason to not do that. Ooh, these guys, I don't know if I should do it, especially if they blow themselves up. Place the bomb? 25 damage to guard. Okay, the bomb just goes off after a number of turns, I see. I'm wondering if they just give us like a rock salt or what they'll give. It's obviously, it seems to be better to fight the Wickerman. Carpenter Akamatsu's form. Foo Dog is bothering me. If I screw up Foo Dog one thing, 4, he won't give it to me. Okay. Magic Water 1 for defeating 4 of those enemies. We keep finding these requests for enemies that are just nowhere near us. Thank you for the watch stream. I appreciate everybody that comes and follows, even like when I pick like random times to stream. I'd say this is like one of the most anticipated translations that I've played in my channel, but Magic School Lunar is the one I'm waiting on the most. Misty is right now working on the post-game translation. In typical Lunar fashion, there's some dialogue and some things you can do after the game is beaten. And so I would anticipate, I mean, I feel like we're getting to the point where this translation may even come out while I'm on vacation. Like, this may be something that we may be slated to try to do sooner rather than later, depending on whether she feels comfortable releasing it. If that release comes true, regardless of the coming up next being Shining Force 3 Book 1, it is gonna be Lunar. That is gonna supersede that. It will always supersede that. Pretty much, yeah. I'm back on April 20th after leaving around like March 30th. I have a continuing legal education conference that's going to be for several days, but I can stream during it. It's basically going to be like right after I return, but I'm going to be able to stream. Now, while I'm on vacation proper, I cannot. Level 18, 8 HP that time. Not going to use our skill points right this second. Let's take our segue over here. Iron ore. We're just taking a couple of fights since I'm not used to having guest characters. But I don't want to necessarily go overboard here with taking fights either, because I do want to get progression. A lot of these fights are going to matter more if I can start dumping stats, if I can start class changing and leveling up other classes, getting skill points for them that I can use to dump into other things. Because that way I'm not having to dump this into like a level 18 warrior. I can make a... Because eventually it's going to get to the point where the EXP I'll need to get to a next level could get me to like level 10 as a cleric, or just something really, you know, better use of my grinding time. It's just tough to balance it. You know, if you know you're streaming, you'd rather not showcase an hour of just fighting fights. But sometimes it results in you getting killed at certain fights, like the one I did yesterday. when someone does redeem it? Does it go on the back burner? So it depends on what games are in front of them. Like right now, after Nights into Dreams, there's nothing. So once Nights into Dreams is played and beaten, I don't have another backup. So usually whoever redeems goes right into the next spot. Now, let's say if someone is particularly ambitious and has like 20 billion points, like Bear Kidney does, and Bear Kidney's like, I want you to play this, I want you to play that, I want you to play this, and if so, and in those situations, if someone else comes down later and it's like, guard, play this, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I've got like 5 Bear Kidney requests. So I'll have somebody able to break the chain. If there's multiple ones that are back to back by the same person, if someone else comes in, I'll be like, okay, it's Bear Kidneys, then this person, then back to Bear Kidney. I do reserve the right to graveyard games. I try not to do it that often. I really try not to, if I can help it. But yes, I do reserve the right to graveyard them. If it's like super early, I will try to try to refund people their points back. Or at least say like we can kind of do it in a different direction sometimes, because sometimes I'm out the money for the game and I'm like, yeah, sometimes it just that's just the way it crumbles. I mean, Bear Kidney can. If Bear Kidney wants to, it's just... Been using your life kidney, your life savings. Oh wow, this enemy has a lot of health. Oh no! Oh, okay, it's just a muddy hand. That's fine. A Bear Kidney, like, attends so many streams. So, not always talking, but always lurking, always there, usually in the background, and has, like, legendary watch streaks, so just accumulates massive amounts of points. And I know that eventually, after getting, like, certain high numbers with, like, your watch streaks, they can sometimes get really high. Firewood. What is this? Oh, can I climb that down? No, I cannot. Chest. Okay, let's open that. Tiny tortoiseshell. They do. They really do add up pretty quick. The wrapping in illusion's really good. Of course, the HP of all the enemies we're fighting right now were inflated because of the draconian trial that we're under right now. That's why this hand is taking forever to go down. I mean, 170 XP just to take down a single hand is pretty crazy. I may go back to the main town and check their weapons. I might be able to upgrade my axe. And I might actually have an axe option that's better than my two-hand, which means I can also equip a shield. Like if I can get an iron one or something. Okay, we're like pretty much close. We're about to level up. So let's get our level, then we'll fly back using the Zoom Stone we'll go ahead and upgrade our weapon, and then we'll go ahead and progress the story. I think we've taken enough fights. But it's just like, it's so fast to grind. I love it. It's kind of like the euphoria you got if you ever played like the original like Red and Blue or Yellow, and you took those cartridges to Pokemon Stadium and you were playing at like 3 times speed, like, and just like taking fights and stuff like that. It's the same kind of feeling, except now I'm doing with the mainline Dragon Quest game. That should be, yep, there's our level 19. 7 more HP for us. Okay, Zoomstone. Let's go to... back to Mount Katara. We'll go ahead and shop, then we'll go ahead and save, and then we'll actually go to the dungeon proper. Not you. You are not the shop. I was close. Okay, not you. Looks like junk to some people, to us blacks is the fascinating treasure trove. Even something looks like junk can be reduced something of value. That is what a craftsman is. Okay, you are material shop. Okay, we do not need these, but we'll remember this place exists. Okay, I know for a fact this place has a shop. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Armor shop. Okay, I need weapons. Are you weapons? Yes. Okay, so... copper axe, no thank you. Iron axe. Is 10 better? And it might actually be one-handed. Let's go ahead and get it and find out. Oh, it is. Oh, they said it's two-handed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I still want it. Looks like I've done a lot of shopping, so a lottery ticket. Of course, we can't equip a shield as a result, but that is fine with me. So 10 more attack power with this one weapon. Go to the save spot down here. And then we'll go back out and we'll go into that cave the game wants us to go into. And we'll chase after Poiklin. Yes, we are, Bear Kidney. Welcome. Yeah, you're hoarding them all like Dustin over there. We're gonna have to chase after you in a minute. Also, welcome. Oh, man. I know I've hit Dragon Quest like pretty hard recently, but I mean, this one is... the timing just seemed to be good because Alex is kind of doing this around the same time. Smurfy's been doing it around the same time. It just makes sense. And so we just kind of had a pact that we all have to pick different races. So one of them picked the freaky fish guy. One of them picked the ogres, and I'm picking this race. So all of our starting areas have been completely different. And it's like, what did you do with this fight? I don't know, I didn't have that fight. Oh. I'm like, okay. Well, fair enough. It is interesting that some of these enemies will just be asleep. You can just get into, just fight them and you'll just have a free round against any enemy that's sleeping. Mirror Stone. And there's one other here. Flaxen Thread. We already registered the Chaldea Mountains. Yeah, at least not in this version. And even more so since we all chose English names, so we can't like port it to like the online. But it's okay. Alright, let's go to the cavern. There is a canyon. Huge difference between those two things, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. And let's see, anything else on this side before we just go in? Firewood. We've not gotten that yet. Okay, let's go inside. Where? There. There we go. All right. We've got walking corpses? Yep, walking corpses. Okay, curse did not work. I see, I see. I have not played that. I've played Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, and then like the original Donkey Kong, but I've not played any of the later ones. I haven't even played Donkey Kong 64. And I mean, from what I can tell, I feel like I played the best Donkey Kongs, but I don't. I know I might be hating too much because I haven't experienced the other ones. Dancing Flames. Flame Breath sucks. Wow, that hits hard. Wow, that hit hard. Oh, Junkie will pull out a medicinal herb, but he used it on himself. I mean, fair enough, but... $977 to the next level. Lava Lump. I mean, just has a lot of items, I guess. Okay, so now we have the looks like, are these Mecha Minas also? Robo Robins makes more sense. I was about to say, this seems to be a more advanced area than where we'd fight Mecha Minas, but they didn't look like Clockwork Cuckoos. Because Clockwork Cuckoos would be white. I forgot the one in between. So 65. Wonder what they drop. Now, Catula's dropped some fun stuff in Dragon Quest III. Don't know if they'll drop anything interesting here. We've yet to see them drop equipment. They seem to be, it seems to be like Dragon Warrior 7, where enemies just have like one item and that's it. With me, I always like a regular item and a rare one. Always prefer that if you can get it. Especially since 9 did that. 9 had normal steals and they had rare steals, as well as rare drops. I'm making it sound like they're mutually exclusive things. A steal would pull from the drop table, But it's different from like Half Inch with Dragon Quest XI, which would always steal the common drop, never the rare. Which kind of made me sad. I wanted that really one in astronomically low chance to steal the rare stuff, but never could get it. I wonder how busted we would actually be as like a spellcaster if we just chose that route rather than a mage. Batwing. Okay. Well, at least we know what Catula drops, and it is nothing astonishingly helpful. Now, does the bomb hit everybody? We won't know because we'll kill the first one before the bomb even goes off. Another bomb. Stop placing bombs. Oh, that was pretty painful. Whoa, Hikaru, what are we playing? It's an RPG, I can tell that much. Let me get my handy dandy notebook. Although it's a notepad, I guess I would call it. It's on my computer. Let me get to the games list. All right, let's take a look here. Wrong tab. List of games. Although it's listed as list of games 2025, I'm going to have to change that. Which one are we playing? It's okay. I mean, Dustin can hold that pose probably for another 5 minutes. Don't worry about it. Which spring are? Oh, you don't have to buy it for me. If people redeem, I don't make them pay for it. Like, I mean, the blobber points are usually cost enough for it. You don't have to buy it for me. Oh, okay. You want to? I mean, if you insist if you insist on buying it for me, I won't stop you. I'm just letting you know you're not obligated to buy it. I don't want you to feel like, I set price limits internally within the redeem itself as to what the limit is. Okay, then you're free to do that. You don't have to, you don't have to let me buy it. I will let you gift it. I will purchase it myself. And ultimately, if you're okay with doing it and you want to, I will not stop you. I just didn't want you to feel obligated to. So let's go ahead and put which spring are. That will be after Nights into Dreams. Let me see if I can look up which spring are how long to beat. Not bad, purportedly. Not bad. Okay. All right. Well, I will go ahead and have that played. Hopefully, OBS, knock on wood, will not be a brick about it. If not, I'll just use Streamlabs. It's not a big deal. Either way, because Streamlabs does not crash if you have a window. It's only OBS that does that on this computer for some reason. Never did it on the old computer or the computer before that. It's solely a phenomenon with this Lenovo PC. But in any event, all right. Well, thank you so much for the redeem, Hikaru. I know you are laboring hard to acquire 50,000 blobber points, but you will be right after Nights into Dreams. So, and Nights into Dreams, from what I hear, is a very, very short game. So it should not take a whole lot of time. Now, the one thing I'm not sure about is whether I'll be able to beat it before the vacation. We'll do the very best we can to try to get through as much of it as we can, but we'll just have to see. Robo Robin dropped an iron ore. Very good. Colossal Fossil. Okay, that's certainly an option. It just means what it'll end up meaning is that Nights into Dreams will just turn into a day where it's just fully Dragon Quest X. That's certainly an option if you're fine with waiting. Although that's a long time to wait. That's over a month before we start your game. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard it is extremely, extremely short. So I'm expecting like a 1, maybe 2 game stream of that. Because I'm going to try to do as much as I feasibly can. Okay, if you're positive, I always want to give you some level of input about this. Okay, so Junkie just healed me. Alright, let's get out of this section, and looks like our main destination is going to be over here. We have a chest right outside the room we purportedly need to be in. Oh, what are you? We're trying to fight you. Yeah, I'm wondering if completionist is just a matter of like getting certain scores or getting certain things in it. Oh, it's ornery onion. I've just never seen them unburied before, so that kind of took me by surprise. Anyway, what items do you have? Mini medal! And a lottery ticket. I still don't know when we'll be able to use the lottery tickets. We haven't found any tombolas yet. 3 single file. That's enough to fuse for a magic water. But yeah, all I know is that it was a very, very, very short game. Mackenzel pretending that people didn't gamble in ancient times. What a very, very noble thought process. Yeah, I remember looking at that on the side, just keeping in mind that you had mentioned. Because I had it down on my sheet as 2 of the ones you mentioned, at least for me to kind of look into independently, and I did. I remember looking at both. But yeah, I'm looking forward to beating Atelier Iris 2. My characters are definitely more battle ready now. I've done some pretty crazy fusion work to get them ready. We're just gonna get we're just gonna get to level 20, and then we're just gonna go throw hands. Okay, 66 experience points to level 20. That's gonna get us the full heal also, which is the other reason I'm wanting to do it. But we'll take a break before we go into the boss room also. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's 1 EXP, right? It's 1 EXP! It's just 1 fight! You gotta be kidding me. I was just thinking to myself, do my eyes deceive me? Did we literally miss it by 1? Yes, yes we did. Alright, level 20 and a new skill. So 7 HP, 4 strength. We got 3 skill points, which is awesome. Morale Masher. Skill points right away, yes. We have 5 now. Going into what else? Axes. We can take 2 that way to get a parallax, or we could ignore it. Ultimately, we need to unlock both of these sides to unlock this. So for right now, either way, it's gonna be strength plus 3. I'm not, dying to use Parallax. I will probably want to build this way first just to have the strength. Yeah, that one takes 4, so another level before we can use it. Oh, actually, or technically, we can do both. Yeah, we could get plus 6 total net here. And we'll just wait a little bit longer on this one, which works out well. Do we get a Ono panel accolade? We do. Level 20 as a warrior and 10 Ono skill points. All right, everybody can listen to the happy dungeon music for just a moment. We will be right back and we'll take on the dungeon here. All right, back here, let me plug in this other computer. And let's go on and go through the door here. One of the things I've noticed is that at the beginning they did baby you with heal spots. They're not giving those out for free as much anymore. You basically they're forcing you to kind of adapt and grow. Hopefully we're good enough for whatever is in here. I never thought I'd find this. I feel sorry for him, but this is the only way. He may have kicked me out, but he's still important to me. Oh, it's his daughter. Oh, So you're guard, right? I thought I'd seen your face somewhere, before in front of Junk Castle. You're that person, aren't you? Gotcha, he asked you to come after me, didn't he? Sorry, but I had to throw the green tablet into the magma, so that no one could ever get their hands on it again. That tablet was a key to open a door at the back of the Urbia underground ruins. If he had that tablet, he would eventually open that door. I can't let that happen. See ya, guard. Give my regards to that dunce. So who grabbed it? Oh. Tricked her, didn't I? That Poikla never expected that I'd be stuck to the wall, did she? What is it, junkie number 2, that blank stare? Ha, I get it, you're worried about what Poiklin said, ain't ya? This tablet's unfortunately a useful thing, but if I use it on the door at the end of Urbia Underground Ruins, I'm sure there's even more junk lying around. My instincts ain't never been wrong. This little green tablet will definitely lead me to more junk. Come on, Junkies 1 and 2, let's get back to Gatara and prepare right away. It's a race! Dustin and Junkie 1 have left the party. No! You're leaving me in the dungeon by myself, you assholes. No! That's fine, we'll go ahead and zoom out of here in just a moment. So, Zoomstone. Back to Mount Katara. But my instincts were spot on. Get the experience points right then and there when I have the guest characters, because it is going to be painful without them to grind. Now, the one thing I was wrong about is I thought there was going to be a boss fight at the end, and there wasn't. Although they may rejoin me temporarily to go to the other place. Oh, Junkie number 2! I've seen Chiri. She left not too long ago. She was as cute as ever. It's hard to believe she's a dwarf like me. Chiri's Lord Dustin's daughter. But they're not related by blood, and they broke ties after a big fight 3 years ago. When I told her that Lord Dustin retrieved the green tablet and was on his way back again, she ran right out. Does she have a boyfriend? It's a shame. I had so many questions I wanted to ask her. Oh, that's right! I was told to deliver a message to you. Lord Dustin said to come to the Urbia Underground Ruins. The Urbia Underground Ruins are the remains of a once prosperous country northwest of Gatara. Apparently it's the place where he disowned Chiri. To think that he abandoned someone as cute as little Chiri, I won't forgive him for that. So back to the message. The Urbia Underground Ruins are located west of the town along the mountains. Unfortunately, the entrance is a little hard to find, so you'll have to put in a little elbow grease. Now then, please help Lord Dustin. Alright, looks like we are doing it solo. I have no problem with that. We'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and save first. And we'll go alongside the area. Since we're level 20, I don't anticipate we're going to need to do much fighting. At all. And any fighting we do is going to be like 2.5 to 3 times slower since we only have one party member. Okay, back to adventure. Mount Guitar, the knee of the Triad Statue. The southeast is Mogren Highway. Follow the road and you'll see Mogar Monastery, Pashaldia Mountain Road to the northeast and west through the desert. You reach Joel Worm Kingdom. If you have someone to tell you something, they have a pink speech bubble or purple bubble above them, like Grandma Barrow and stuff. Okay, so we saw all that already. Okay, bye. So there's another kingdom I can do by going to the road we just did, but going to the other side rather than to the area we did. Maybe at some other point I will, but right now let's go ahead and just go where the game wants me to go. I'll explore that other option in a moment, should we have time, but right now let's just go this way. Just want to kind of get an idea, strength-wise, as to where we are at. Pretty sufficient, I would say, to fight enemies here. 51 EXP for that single fight. Okay, let's go forward. Up and over. Okay, so there's a mine entrance that way. Any blue spots? Yes, one over here. Flaxen thread. No treasure, so let's just go in the cave. Okay. Underground ruins is that way. Anything I can examine? No. Okay. We'll continue in. Okay, I can check the log by pressing start. Good to know. Cutscene? Hi, Cheery. That green tablet. I know I threw it away, so why does he have it? Says Poiklin. Ah, your guard, right? The eyes of justice shine brightest in darkness. The beautiful Lady Thief Poiklin arriving in all her splendor. This isn't the time for that. Please, guard, you have to help me. If you don't, he's going to make a terrible mistake. The truth is, you know, that deep underground in these ruins is a door that can only be opened by the green tablet, and behind it lies a mysterious, ancient weapon. We have to get the green tablet back before he wakes up the ancient weapon. Let's hurry, guard. He went around the corner over there. If we head underground there, we can catch up with him. Be a guest character, be a guest character. Yay! What are your stats? 18, 19? 17. That's fine. Either way, we can't check her stats, but she is a level 17 party member. I do think it's, it's very interesting, like, how many guest characters they programmed in to kind of circumvent the fact that you need to have other people kind of coming from online to help you out and formulate parties. You just have a lot of variety of people that join your party, even if they happen to be pretty temporary. Okay, I was gonna say, that battle took a long time to open up. Oh, they know bang. Hat Hamwich got fined for or dropped. We can go down here and see what's in this room. Looks like another Robo Robin. Odd room. There's like literally nothing in here I can examine. We'll just ignore it then. Another room with nothing to examine. Treasure chest up ahead. Wonder why it's shaped like that. How would I even get there? Oh, it must be... There must be a staircase. I see. There's a staircase. Lost City Square if I don't go up the stairs. We'll go up the stairs in a moment. I'm surprised there's not more items around. Like barrels or anything, treasure chests. Okay, well, this area... Oh, it's a lock chest. I can't open it. I think we're gonna need, like, some kind of a magic key. It's possible. But, I mean, it'd be one thing if there were, like, empty, you know, chests or things like that, or chests that were already opened, but, like, this one doesn't... This area is just wide open with, like, nothing in it. This area must be pretty intensive to load battles in, given how long it's taking for each of these to show up. Good critical hit. Not to be outdone. Okay. Ignore as many of these as we can. Let's go to floor 2. Being able to ride the Segway in this dungeon's awesome. So this goes down. Armor Mantis. Enemies are just so big I can't walk past them, I have to fight. Armor Mantis got us a yellow eye. So all of this to go to a staircase that'll probably take us to that treasure chest if I had to guess. Yeah. At least that's one route to it. Let's open this. 3 single file. Well, okay. Fair enough. This area does not appear to have any items I can pick up. We can go back down the staircase. I wonder if we need to go to the Lost City Square. I wonder if I'm just literally wasting my time. Hello. I'll fight you, goodie bag. Give me the money. The one time she actually cast a spell. Well, that's unfortunate. For that to happen during a tension state. don't think we want to be here. It's entirely possible we may not need to be down in this area yet. Rector is definitely a rough one. Okay, Toxic Zombie is down. Nothing really down that pathway. Anything at the end of this hall? Yes, there is a treasure we can't unlock, though. There's a red one that way. No! Too greedy! No, thank you. What do we get? Gold Nuglet, okay. Wonder what there's got to be some kind of significance why these people are at every dungeon. Like, why are they there? What even is this way if I were to go down this direction? Lost City Tombs. Is this where we need to go, first of all, or do I need to take the other path? Okay. Thankfully, it doesn't appear to be the part of the dungeon we need to go. It's a room we'll note regardless for some other purpose, but let's go back to the first floor. And get the heck out of here. Enemies are too hard. Like, don't make me use my healing herbs, please. I got hit the wall. We're not fighting 3. It's a little too much. Oh no! 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 I can't get out. No way. I don't know if it's gonna be good for grinding though, Mackenzel. I mean, the amount of... Oh, hold on. First of all, stone here. There we go. I missed this. It was hiding behind the tree. Just because the 2 zombies gave like 186, and we have faster ways of getting the EXP from like 2 fight encounters. Almost failed to memorize that because I didn't even know that there was a stone nearby. Anyway, let's make our way to Lost City Square. How's our quest list looking? Anything new added? I hit the wrong button. Okay, just the same ones from before. All right. Let's go to that one section over there. Into the door. These enemies, the Robo-Robins, at least appear to be fair to grind on. Out of any of the enemies that are in this dungeon. Unfortunately, like, given the amount of time it takes to load a battle here compared to anywhere else, it's not the most desirable place to fight. Just because you're taking like an extra 3 seconds of loading or 3 to 4 seconds of loading for every fight you're doing. 386 for our next level. I think we should take that. The enemies here are starting to kind of hit pretty hard. Oh geez, we took 60-something damage from that. Because of the odd distribution of that attack, like 3 of the 4 hits went to me. Reltech, I'm loving it. I think it's fun. I think the biggest challenge in going from an online to an offline is to try to make the world not feel empty, because you're used to having an RPG game where a bunch of people online are going to join you and come in and help you. But the variety of temporary characters you get in this game, how quickly you're able to zip through it, really kind of cuts down on the empty feeling nature of the game and makes it not feel empty. You're able to get through areas like so quickly, you're able to grind encounters so fast. I think it's a pretty fun game overall. You know, I'm also happy I'm able to utilize this the Switch One to be able to play it, because Origami King was the only soft modding I had really done. Yeah, I think it's a slippery slope, I think is the problem. If they give offline to us, then people are going to be like, well, why aren't you giving the rest of the game to us? And I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where you really have to make the argument, you really have to give all of it to us at that point, and I just don't think Square Enix is prepared to do that. I think they want to focus on Final Fantasy XIV and just Final Fantasy XIV. Even though I think this would do, I would hope this would do quite well here. I'd love for it to be released here. I just don't think they're going to do it. This game came out in the Wii era. Like, I've seen releases on the Wii for this. Not the offline, but like the regular edition. Wii, Wii U, Switch 1, and so it's been around for that long. And I mean, there were so many opportunities we could have gotten it. They're just not going to do it. But all the same, I'm just happy I'm able to experience this in some way, shape, or form. And just being able to carry it with me and just play it is pretty nice. I think we should get our 21st level here. Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely, I mean, I would absolutely give it a shot. It might be tough to coordinate with other players as well. I know Alex has his own goals. I don't know if he'd really be able to do MMOing on the side. But if he does it, I'll do it. Can we do anything? Not with 2 skill points, we can. The main reason I wanted that is I wanted the full level up, the full heal from getting to level 21, so we have it now. Okay, something is lost in translation here. What did I screw up? Where else is there to go in here? Okay. We have to get the green tablet back before he wakes up the ancient weapon. Let's hurry, Guard. He went around that corner over there. If we head underground there, we can catch up with him. What did I do wrong? Why have I not caught up? Why is there no map icon with his location anywhere? I mean, we've explored all of these underground areas, right? I don't think there's anything I've not gone down pathwise. I guess we'll go through here again. Oh. Oh, there is one I didn't go down. I got it. Okay. That's right. I ignored going down this pathway in favor of the other one. I understand. I understand. So I never went down this side by consequence. We've got our lovely little segue. That even lets us travel this quickly in dungeons, so it's great. Doesn't look like there's any pots or anything over there. Okay, it's a treasure chest, but we don't have the key for it. Nothing down this path. Yeah, this area is pretty much a dead end other than that one chest we can't open. We'll have to come back here at a later point. We did memorize the fast travel location, so we're good there. Let's continue on. Ignore him. Oh, I didn't see the 2 in a row. But yeah, ultimately, Railtech, I'm going to have to play this game a little bit each day. Maybe not necessarily streaming it each day, but playing it each day. I have to if I want to beat this game before my vacation at the end of the month. Alex and I are basically leaving the same day for separate vacations. So we both have that goal. Yeah, I don't understand what's with these onions. Why because they're like purposely weak and we see them everywhere. There's gotta be a quest. There must be a quest or something involving them. Okay, so if there is a boss fight, we're going into it with full tension. We don't want to lose it. So let's just go in here. Oh, we're going the wrong way. How about that? Much better. Okay. Treasure. A vacuum bell. Magic water. If we actually cared about MP, we do not. And that looks like all we can get. We are ready for the boss, should there be one. Oh yeah, junkie number 2, it's ya, ain't it? How'd you get here before me? I don't like good, useful assistants, you know. What's the matter? You look unusually serious. What? Now that I look a little closer, I see that you're in league with Poiklin, ain't ya? No way! So, how you've come to steal my tablet, have ya? Well, technically, no. No, those are the eyes of a liar. Lying eyes. Ain't nobody gets in the way of me and my junk. So I just have to put it in that hole? Don't. Come on, little tablet. Lead me to the junk kingdom of my dreams. Dustin, can you hear me? Guard is on a very important journey to protect the world from a great darkness. Oh, what the? Who the? What do you want? You have the power to help Guard, to keep the hope for this world alive. Get out of here. Shut up right now. There ain't time for this. He's upset. Did I do it? I didn't make it in time. No matter what happens now, I'll protect him. Please, Guard, I need your help. Amazing. It's like it's just here to be a nuisance. I never seen a piece of junk like that before. It's dangerous. Run away. It's a horrible weapon. Intruder detected. Intruder detected. Eliminate immediately. What the? Ain't this thing supposed to be a piece of junk? Dad. You're Cheery? That's the Urbia Aztec, developed in the ancient Urbia Empire. You're just flesh and blood. There's no way you can beat it. Hurry, get out of here. Intruder, eradicate, intruder, eradicate. Junkie number 2, this is an order. Beat that Urbia Aztec. Do it and I'll forgive that you tried to steal the tablet. Alright. Proper boss fight here. I don't know if we're good enough. We'll have to do our best here. We'll level 21 at least. Alright. We're both in a tense state. So she cast Accelerate. Complete waste of a move, but fine. Yeah, I don't know what this... Yeah, so none of the enemies, except for a few, have really tried to tense themselves up. Well, I'm pretty sure you're not a plant. We'll just go ahead and do a regular attack then. 21 damage. Good critical hit. Okay, so she fell down. So she lost her turn. Rubble Remover. She's gonna heal me. Thankfully, because she's in a tense state, her heal actually does more healing. Yeah, I think our levels are fine. We're just nailing the crits. Okay, so he lost his turn. Okay, so he's down for several turns, I guess. There he goes again. In the yellows. Okay, so heal herself. I may have to step in at any moment and heal her. Dark Magic Cannon? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and use, we'll swing a Medicinal Herb your way. His anger's back on her. We'll heal her, but then we have to start dealing damage next round. She's going to cast heal on herself, which is good. It means I can focus fully on attacking. 70 damage to her. As long as she has enough HP to tank it, that's what matters. Good block. So the bad news is with having a two-handed axe, we don't have the benefit of being able to block attacks with our shields. But the trade-off is like we were able to deal great damage with it. Okay, he's gonna channel all of his energy to attacking me. Anger also just buffs their attack power in general. Now I'm gonna take this hit. 73 damage. She's gonna heal me again. She'll heal me again. His anger's gonna subside pretty soon. His HP is getting low. Oh, I tripped. Lost my turn. Oh, and I'm still not getting a turn back. Oh no. Tatsunda guard. Okay, really red. Good block. Now I'm healed. We should win. I don't think he'll double up on that. Yeah, he didn't. Hey Devils, how you doing? We are working on this boss in this character's racist chapter. Dragon Quest X is fun. I've been enjoying it quite a lot. As I was explaining to Reltech, it's the hardest thing I would imagine from going to an online to an offline is just not having the world feel empty, because you're gonna have to. A lot of these areas are designed with having other characters with you in mind, and when you take the playable character element away and you're kind of going out into a lot of these environments and you're going in kind of solo, my biggest worry is this gonna feel big and empty? And given how quickly the characters can move and how many guest characters you have, it doesn't feel as empty and lonely as I was worried about it. So I've been having a great time. Granted, we still haven't unfurled this game like anywhere close to where it's going to go. We don't have any other mainstay playable characters. I don't have the ability to change classes yet, but once that happens, it's going to really start to pick up. And looks like we dealt the last blow. We do have the Draconian challenge on for like extra difficult enemies, so they are just HP sponges, some of these bosses. So 700 EXP, 1500 gold. Expect function halted. The Urbia Empire is eternal. Yep, but you're not. Bye. Dustin got what he wanted. He has junk now. You did it. Well done, Junkie number 2. That Aztec got turned to junk. Unbelievable. This is not the time to be happy. You could have died here. Your life is more important, isn't it? No way. You stole junk from me 3 times because you were worried about that? Yeah, because I value this junk way more than my own life. Please don't go getting me involved with your mushy-gushy ideals like the importance of life. It's too much. I can't take it. That piece of junk is more important than your life. Sorry, it's just I didn't realize you were that bad. Honestly, how did I live with you for so long? You're surprisingly more useless than I thought, ain't ya? He's just going around and picking at it. We're playing this on the Nintendo Switch, by the way, for anyone curious. Hey, Dad, since Guard turned that Urbia Aztec into junk, Dad, why don't you give him your key emblem as thanks? Come again? That piece of junk is worth more than my life. There aren't many things that are useless as that is. You may not know this, Dad, but right now people all over the world are looking for key emblems to make a name for themselves. I bet Guard is one of them. Yeah, so I had really 2 choices that I saw at Devils. I could either play it on Steam or I could play it on Switch. And I got myself a low serial number Switch towards the end of 2025 to play the Origami King Paper Mario Refolded mod that had been worked on for several years. And so when I learned about how far along this translation was, and I learned about the different methodologies, I'm like, I better play it on the Switch. Mainly because I was having a lot of issues with OBS and being able to do any sort of windowed problems and getting it to work. So I don't regret my choice going the Switch route, especially since I could take it with me and then play it, especially if I'm like at slow points at certain parts of the workday, things like that. Yeah, and I mean, overall, it seems like the resolution, everything else, the speed is very, very good. Obviously, the Switch can't compete there, but I'm just happy I was able to just easily drop it into Atmosphere, and you can just physical copy of this game on eBay right now is like $39 with like $10 shipping, so kind of the same as what you'd expect like a new Switch game to be. And then you can just slap on the translation, assuming you can get it like your Switch soft modded or hard modded into Atmosphere, and it'll work just fine. But alternatively, you could do the whole purchase on Steam and like fund a gift card purchase, everything that Alex explained. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do quite all that to get this to work. This seems a little bit easier. These days, those with the key emblem are recognized as highly skilled. Even kings and sages will rely on them. Rely on? Whoa, please quit it. I don't want to be seen as in an embarrassing way like that. Understood. The key emblem, yours. The key emblem's yours, Guard. Honestly, you always find value in my precious junk, calling it the discovery of the century and ruining its uselessness. You really are a traitor of a daughter. Daughter? Thanks, Dad. Come on, hurry up and get out of here. The Royal Academy of Research in Dollworm Kingdom doesn't fully understand this room yet. I'll take the green tablet in case anything goes wrong. Guard, if it wasn't for you, I don't know what I would have done. I really appreciate it. As you can see, my father values junk far more than life itself. Really, I guess I can't help it anymore, can he? I'm sorry for the trouble he caused. If he's ever in trouble again, I hope you'll be here to help. So when you get back to Junk Castle, don't forget to get the key emblem before my dad inevitably forgets about it. I'm going back to the Junk Castle. I can't carry this much junk with me, so I'll have to head back with Junkie. So they're probably, my guest character's probably left. She's gonna probably leave. Now then, everyone, I bid you all adieu. And thus I vanish without a trace. Yep. Basically, if you have an opportunity to grind with the guest character, you really need to take it. Otherwise, you may just be in an area where you have to fight solo for a while, and it's always better to fight with other members than it is to fight solo. I am going to go ahead and use an Evacubell to get myself out of here. And then we'll take the Zoom Stone to go back to the main town. We'll get the emblem. I'm curious as to when I can class change. That's the big thing I want to do right now. And I was messaging Alex, this world map theme. It sounds like the forging theme from Dragon Quest XI. Like whenever you are trying to do like the hammering or smithing of a weapon, it's like the same like leitmotif. If not the exact same song in a number of ways. It's so eerie. If you listen to Dragon Quest XI smithing theme and you listen to the world map music of this game, it's the same damn song, more or less. Ah, Junkie number 2. Oh, thanks for coming, Junkie number 2. What do you want? Lord Dustin, maybe Junkie number 2 came to pick up the key emblem. Key emblem? What's that? Lord Dustin, you know, the key-shaped medal that you used to cherish, you said you'd give it to Junkie number 2. I don't know what you're talking about. If you know what it is, Junkie, then go find it. Yes, Lord Dustin. Lord Dustin forgets everything that's not junk. But this time you forgot way too soon. After all, you remembered Cheery for a really long time. Junkie, don't say unnecessary stuff like that. I kinda like it. Thank you very much. Here it is, the yellow key emblem. Go on, take it. Receive the yellow key emblem, key item. So it's our very first one. So that's it, ain't it? Take this with you too. The Intercontinental Rail Pass. Okay, so that must be the train. That's an Intercontinental Rail Pass. As long as I guess it's supposed to say they or he has it, you can ride the train as much as you like. Lord Dustin, how did you even get such a useful item? I was holding on to it to someday travel the world and search for junk. I was putting it off out of fear, but now that time has come. Junkie number 2, you're a useful person, and that's why you can't be my assistant. But you know, there's a smell about you, the smell of unbelievable junk. You got something to say? There's no point playing dumb, you know. That was your first test. Speak up, no one can hear you talking inside your own head. I've made up my mind, I'm coming with you. You got a way with bringing out junk. I know that's what you were thinking all along, ain't it? Junkie number 1, I'll leave you to it while I'm gone. Dustin is joined. Oh, so is he our playable character then? Yeah, I know that there's like, I don't know how many different separate stories there are. All I know is that I've heard like how long to beat is like 52 hours, which means given me it's gonna be more. Which is why I need to hit it hard on extra days. Don't look at me like that, Sheriff. There's tons of wonderful junk out there just waiting for us. Can I equip you? If we get a tutorial, we probably can. How to ride the train. You can journey to another continent via the Intercontinental Railroad found at the train station in major towns. Speak to the station staff within the station and select your desired destination by paying a fee that will facilitate your journey. Certain stations may have conditions for you, so if unavailable, advance the storyline. Got it. Oh, he is playable. He is playable. Okay. Tactics menu, please. Okay, he's set to follow orders. Okay, he has Dark Resistance 20%. He's got a lot of spells. So he'll learn Oomph. Looks like in 2 more levels. They're grayed out for now. That's actually really cool. That you get the knowledge of what's upcoming. You don't always get that. It's Ridge Razor. Ridge Razor. Looks like it's the final skill we'll learn. He has no headgear, so let's give him something. We can give him the Iron Headband. I could also just give him... I don't know if he really needs more EXP, though. He needs stats, is what he needs. So we'll go ahead and put him on that. The agility... would be, it's not bad either. Actually, it's so good that it's kind of lapping any of the stuff I've got. I almost want to rob him of his equipment and wear it myself. He has a silver hammer. If it was an axe, we'd be in business. I'd steal it from him for sure. Erdrick shield, not really, unfortunately, that good for him. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, so we'll switch it back to that. Okay, so first playable character, assistant number 2, okay. So, oh, there's a section down here. Oh, that's the, I see, that's the railway. I gotcha, that's why it's highlighted. Let's save the game for sure. We need to, it's been a while since I've done that. Now, I do need to double check, he probably has no skill panels done. I need to make sure I do that for him. Can I do that from in here? Yes, skill panel. So Dustin, he only has 4 points. He has daggers, whips, hammers, and junk lever. Okay, what even? Banana time. All right then. Fixer upper cures one ally from a status ailment is pretty handy actually. Wouldn't mind that. Persecutor, Cobra Strike, poisons occasionally. Equip status abnormal, success rate goes up with that. Victimizer. Need to kind of get an idea of where I want to go with him. When equipped with the hammer, you can sometimes act again, like just get a free turn. I mean, I guess that's why it costs 13 points, but geez. Okay, what if I check his weapons? He's in hammers right now. His panel is pretty high. It has a lot of stuff here. Oh, I see. I see. It's all the same board. I was wondering why all of the boards were so giant. It's just that they're all occupying different sections here. I see, I see. They're so pricey is the problem here. He can equip whips. We may want to see if we can outfit him with any different weapons, although I think his weapon's probably the best it can be. And then after that, we'll go ahead and make some progress here. Every time we've entered here, I think there's been a cutscene. Are there any items I can interact with here? Like item pickups? Medals? No. Nothing at all. The weapon shop would be this way. Yeah, it looks like we have an iron, club as our hammer. So his weapon right now is the best it really can be. As far as defense, he's pretty maxed out. He doesn't need anything. We have the ability to increase our deftness, but he's already pretty speedy with the agility gillet. Okay, I think we will check the story segment down here then. Take the railway. Doesn't look like we got any new quests unlocked. Yeah, they're still the same ones, and we can't complete them because we haven't unlocked the areas that they can be done in yet. Oh, speaking of... The Ancient Prince. Lord Dustin wants to show you something at Garakuda Castle in Gitara, the capital city. We don't have that, do we? Oh, we need to go to the Junk Castle right now? Let's at least unlock it. I don't think we know where Gitara is. It's funny because I was literally there at the shop. The atmosphere that the junks in the castle create, it's been a while, but it's good. Junkie, are you sure you're staying at home? Ah, yes. Ex-junkie number 2. Hey, look at this guy. This is part of a junk I picked up at the ruins, sitting here like this. Look at that. The pointy part hits the tip of the flipper and goes, ouch. That's what happens when the pointy part hits the tip of the flipper. Most of the things here can be used as chairs, but this one can't even be used as a chair. This is a true and genuine junk. I'm the happiest man in the world to have come across such a wonderful thing. G limit. Energy limit. Whoa, hey Dustin, he's talking even though he's a junkie. Energy limits, danger inside the hypersleep chamber, ×2. Emergency avoidance device activated. Disengage cryo sleep function. If I have to fight this guy again, I don't even have. I don't even know if I healed. I saved, but I don't know if I healed. Oh, there's somebody in here. I'm afraid that even I, as you can imagine, would not like to see a dead body, sir. Master Liu! Master Liu! Whoa! It moved! I see that it is you who has rescued me from the clutches of Urbia. I have no pain. I praise you. You came out of nowhere and look so dirty. Who the hell are you? This is strange. You are a dwarf and you don't know me? Oh well, I'm a generous man. Then hear my name and tremble in fear. I am Bian Dao, the first prince, the rightful heir of the Getaria kingdom. Not much response. Oh well, that's all right. I'm a generous man. Oh yes, this is not how I do it. I must save the captive Master Liu. There you are, despite your strange appearance. I see that you are quite skilled. Will you do me a favor? As a matter of fact, a man named Liu, who's my tutor, is trapped in Urbia Underground City, just like me. So will you help me get to Urbia Underground City and Master Liu? Of course, you'll get your reward. Okay. I'm not bitter. What is your name? I see you say guard. So guard, grab your anti-gravity flying machines. Let's fly to Urbia. Let's make a quick flight to Urbia. You're not familiar with anti-gravity flight devices, are you? You know that thing that spins freely in the sky? No way, are you telling me there's no anti-gravity flight device here? Yes. If you ask me, it's true the people here are quite poorly dressed. Was this a part of the favela? I'm sorry, I didn't think enough of you. Then it is what it must be. We'll go on foot to the underground empire. So guard, please lead the way to Urbia Underground City. Please lead the way. I will follow you. When you reach Urbia, go to the basement. Master Liu should be trapped in a room in the basement, somewhere around the 3rd floor. All right. Now, that being said, I don't know if we're going to be strong enough to do it, if there's going to be a fight. We can absolutely go there. Let's go ahead and resave the game, and then we'll warp right there. I mean, I'm thinking maybe not. Let's, you know, I can always do that quest off stream. I don't have to do that quest as part of this actual time. If I'd like to just take the monorail, because we may be able to get to an area where we can finally class change, and that would be the dream. because that's going to maximize my off-stream grinding capabilities to just do that. For right now, who do I need to talk to? Hello, I work here selling bentos. By chance, are you buying any bentos? I'm sorry, we're sold out of bentos. If you have any complaints, tell that to that wide-eyed old man, Hollow. That man with his adorable face always buys up all the bentos. Welcome to the Intercontinental Railroad Corporation. Which station would I like to go? Oh man, we can go pretty much anywhere, any continent. I have no clue. I know I have a quest that can be done here. Where would our all trades be? It only costs 25 gold. That's amazing. Okay. We don't have to, you know, fret if we choose a bad option. It seems like you died once and came back from the dead. Reanimation in the train station. Hit the nail on the head, didn't I? You want to know how I knew that? My name is the Wandering Sage Hollow, the wisest of the wise who knows everything going on in Estoltia. With my eyesight, I know you came back to life and whatnot with the glance. Now, I told you my name, so it seems courteous that you give me yours too. First, if I could have your name. Guard, is it? That's just like the people of Athene. Primitive, yet elegant. So, your birthplace, Athene Village, was sealed off by the Netherlord Nergal in the middle of Lendersea. Hey, welcome! How are you doing? Congratulations, by the way, on the A New Game Plus pacifist, true pacifist no-hit that you did. Insane stuff. I was just talking about that with Rise earlier. And the Light of the Hero's Awakening shown in Lendercia too, so you've got to get over there. I can guide you there, but by the way, how many have you collected? He must be talking about the emblems. You seem to be at a loss for words. Sorry. I want to hear how many key emblems you got. Once I hear how many, I'll let me know your abilities, feats, etc. What do you mean, were you? Yeah, do you mean in reference to me talking to Rise? Yes, I was. Sage Hollow, how many key emblems they have? What? That's all? That worries me for the future. This old man is not impressed. If only we were Bento, he would love us more. No way around it. If that's the case, you're gonna have to do your best then. For now, just focus on getting the rest of the key emblems. Once I've judged that your abilities are enough to rely on, I'll tell you how to break the seal on Lendercia. Next stop, Entertainment Island, Luckland. The gaps between cars and the platform may be wide. Please watch your step while disembarking. Oh, Entertainment Island. I wonder if this is where the casino is going to be. Already we've arrived. The Arc of the Earth ride is pretty good. My, what a benefit to society. So let me give you a hand down from me. From now on, while you're going around the world, you can use it to make some cool, hot stuff. Is he going to give me what I think he's going to give me? Is he going to give me the forge? Yes! Yes, we can finally smith stuff. This is called the Fun Size Forge. We put some materials on top of it, hit them with a hammer, then, well, you can make anything from metal swords, of course, to wood boomerangs, to clothes. No matter the material, you can make exceptional items. I've been carrying it around a while, and it's weighed me down a bit. By the way, to use it, you'll need the ingredients of the item you want to make, plus its specific recipe book. And for today's great offer, I'll even let you sneak a peek at me treasured recipe book. Beginner's blacksmithing and intermediate blacksmithing processes. Oh, we were talking about the fact that it was pretty insane that you got it as quickly as you did. Like, it was something I didn't even anticipate anyone was going to get, so I didn't even really think about... You know, it's not one of those things where it's just like I ever dreamed that it was going to be done in 2026, because I didn't think it would be possible for anyone to do it all. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I don't want to necessarily say we were taking bets as to whether or not you were going to do True Pacifist in its fullest extent. But we kind of both felt that you would come back at some point later on and do it. Is that you wouldn't rest? Well, you say that now. You say that now, but I would say that history has shown that you've sometimes come back to challenges that you've effectively finished. All the same, whatever you do decide to do, congratulations on this momentous achievement. I don't want to necessarily, I don't want to necessarily downplay what you've done. It's incredible. I can't believe we've had 1 through 4 and this done within like 2025 to 2026. It's been absolutely insane. That Undertale and Deltarune has been like just completely blown wide open in ways that none of us had dreamed that they ever would be. I remember when we were debating whether Chapter 3 of Deltarune was even possible to no-hit, and then 1 through 4 was done. We learned lots of recipes. Shoot, at Luckland Station I was gonna buy the famous Coliseum burger. No time to be lounging. But yeah, we're playing Dragon Quest X on the Switch right now. It's the offline edition. It's never been localized in North America, so I'm using a fan translation. Well, for today, I bid you adieu. See you again when the tracks of Destiny cross. Until then, keep on collecting as many of those key emblems as you can. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I know. That's why it has to be on the Switch 1. To be fair, the only real mod of this is that the translation's been added. It's not like I've really done anything else. We've arrived at Luckland Island Station. A new quest has been added. What now? That's the other one? They said Entertainment Island. Yeah, so Nadi's Material Shop will allow me to complete this quest. Oh no, I know. I was just getting around. It's just like you can take a joke. I can take a joke. Nintendo can't. Nintendo can't. So like everything I say, just know Nintendo, I'm sorry. So new location added, so I can now zoom here without. Okay, we can buy a Coliseum burger. That person NPC temporarily increases my critical hit rate by 1. Why would that ever matter? It's like, you know what I really want to do? I want to use up my 1 turn in this turn-based RPG to increase my critical hit rate by 1%. And just for that battle. That is never going to be so important that I would use an item to do that. Yeah, I mean, then I'm in trouble. This is a separate separate Switch from my actual Switch. This one is my actual Switch over here. The other one I have is soft modded, so even if Nintendo bricks the ability for me to go online with the other one, I still have the other one to fall back on, go on eShop, do whatever I need to do. It's unmodded. So I have 2 Switches. Specifically because modding the Nintendo Switch is hard to navigate. There's so many ways you can screw it up. And I didn't want to take that chance. Yeah. Plus I got it when Switches were still cheap. So that really helped. Oh, the medal. Okay. So I can dump off my tiny medals up here. Please refrain from continuing. We're in the process of building a new residential area for everyone in town. What? Can't go there? Oh, there's a casino. So wait, can we not do any of it? What is going on with our It looks like the map's not updating properly. It's kind of weird. Well, I mean, Switch. I mean, compared to what before the price hikes for the Switch 1. Oh, this path leads to Luckland. Okay. The way that the mini map is working is not really working the way it should. Yeah, it looks like both of these. We also have a path that goes up the stairs. This might lead to the metal room, actually. You have a visitor. My name is Halsana. I'm in charge of the owner's treasures. My skill is super organizing. With this skill, you'll be able to keep more equipment. I want more equipment. I want to keep more. Okay. I would like to discuss something with you. If you're willing to consult with me, I'd be happy to give you special instruction on how to increase your equipment inventory. Will you listen? Yes. Let me tell you a story. My super organizing skills are something I learned from my mother. As a young child, I loved to organize with her, but one day she suddenly disappeared. Rumor has it that she got involved with something evil, and that's why she left. I am troubled. If my mother was really involved in something evil, can I continue to use her dirty tricks? I beg you, sir. I want to know the truth about what really happened in the past when my mother left me. If you grant my request, in return I will teach you a technique that will allow you to store 100 more pieces of equipment. Okay. She hasn't told me what I need to do yet. Yes. I still use Big Shield Gardna in you know, GOAT format and Washington format for Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's still my go-to card. Thank you. You say, guard. I have an Aunt Matoy in Royal City, Kamiharma Mui, who raised me. Maybe she knows something about it. If you would like, please meet her and talk with her. I'd be very grateful if you could meet her and talk with her. Super sorting technique accepted. Yeah, you know, up until recently, I hadn't played it in like 13 or 14 years. I just had a lot of knowledge about the cards. So, is this the metal room? It is. Welcome, thank you for coming. I'm the owner of Luckland Island. My name is Golek. My hobby is collecting mini medals. You may call me by my nickname, the Metal Owner. Yeah, I enjoyed watching the original. The others are kind of fun too, but I don't know if we're gonna get another new Yu-Gi-Oh series other than like what they're doing as far as like the Konami animation ones that they're doing, like shorts of different archetypes. Just because Takahashi had passed away and like he was involved in like every series, and now they're kind of in territory where it's like, I don't know what they can do. They can try to reboot the original anime if they wanted, but I think it's gonna be strange. That's the only thing that they're really gonna be able to do at this point, probably is a reboot. Because I don't think they're going to be able to trust themselves to do a brand new anime at this point. So we got the Metal Owner. Name is Gar. Let's be friends from now on. Okay. Here are my medals. I don't have time to listen to anyone right now. What should I do? Oh, okay. So we probably, like everything else, we probably have to do a quest to use it. So Mr. Golek's first butler. I've been serving him ever since the time he became owner of this island. Master and I are from different races. We have shared many hardships in the development of Luckland, and we are like comrades. I'm so sorry to hear that the master, who is bound by such strong bond with you, is so distressed that he cannot even exchange his favorite medals with you. You seem to be a well-traveled adventurer. I'd like to ask you for a favor in recognition of your strength. Please find our second steward, Renoho. He went to a certain continent in search of a mini medal, but he got carried away and was found with the house wardrobe and was imprisoned. After that, Master went to the authorities and Renoho was released, but he's been missing ever since. Very worried that he has damaged Renoho's life because of the mission he ordered. Can you please find him? If we confirm he is safe and sound, he'll regain his strength and be able to exchange medals. Okay. Yeah, and I still have to catch up. I haven't, I still am in Elbath. The very, very start of the manga for that, and I haven't, I'm about like probably 50 chapters behind where I need to be. Yes, I will take on the quest. Metal Owner's Remorse. Has a rail pass. He got it off the town of Orphea in Puku Land continent, but his whereabouts are unknown. But he hasn't been to any other continent. If you search not only the towns, but also in places where people live, you will find him someday. Yes, I heard about that. But, like, even if people go out and find it, at the end of the day, is anyone really going to read it? Or are they going to destroy it like the, kind of like what Luffy did in that one movie and destroy it himself? Being like, I don't want an easy out. We'll just have to see. So that room is a no-go. but I did hear about that. Cutscene? Alright, look at this place. A lot of stuff. We have a weapon shop. Somewhere. Came all the way to Royal City, coming harmony to this island of amusement and mastered the art of lamp smelting. I became addicted to watching the Coliseum games, and after visiting day after day, I finally became a participant. I have no regrets, but I can't let my parents back home see me now. Item shop? 60 HP. Where's that one shop? Novice arm coat. We can't even equip it. Oh, it's because it's an armamentalist class. We don't have one of those. The Crucerang. Killer Tomato. We haven't unlocked cooking yet. Yeah, no problem. Again, thanks for stopping by, and have a good rest of your weekend. I mean, I lost an hour, so I'm lamenting that. But hopefully you've enjoyed the rest of your day. I'll ignore this stuff for right now. Where is that one material store that they wanted me to... That one quest wanted? It says primarily apart from other bunnies, these are ears. They are natural, they're real bunny ears. They're different from other fake ears. So that is the... What is this? Might this be... Maybe this is the shop I want. Master of the Lamp Alchemy Guild. Don't make that annoying face. No matter how flirtatious the guild master is, the charm of the lamp alchemy is the same. And you, what's your name? Guard? Wow, that's a cool name for a cool lampsmith, because Lannery Craftsman is a cool craftsman who can add effects such as increased restorative magic and increased maximum MP to various types of equipment. But unfortunately, I'm not doing business with travelers like Guard right now, nor am I recruiting them to as artisans. Reason? You're going to ask? You're going to ask that? I'm sorry, but I have no choice. Can you keep this between us? Actually, we've been getting a lot of requests from Dolworth, Harmony, and other big countries since a little while ago. I've got my hands full dealing with them. Well, it seems like a lot of things have been going on lately. Guess it can't be helped. So I'm really sorry that I can't give you a chance to experience the runner-up training. Oh, but you're free to visit the guild. But you are free to visit the guild. You. Are you the one that has... No, this is the other one. What was the material I needed to buy anyway? Yeah, Natty's Material Shop and the Entertainment Island, which is where we're at. Birdsong Nectar. Haven't seen that yet. There is an underground section here. Three firewood. You're a visitor. Are you kind of person who wants to try lamp smelting? But I'm sorry, we're not looking for artisans right now. Let me tell you something good instead. Heard that there is a dreamlike item in this world called a wonderful blacksmith's table, where you can make all kinds of equipment. If the equipment you make is good enough, you can get all sorts of power-ups. Power-ups are great, aren't they? Speaking of which, we've never tried blacksmithing. Repair and enhance existing gear. Some equipment pieces, they can only be forged with them. Okay. Let's take a quick look at what we can make. Level up. Well, we didn't do anything. Smithing levels increased to 21. Why? Why is it level 21? Is it because we're level 21? Maximum focus increased by 102. Double edge. Lightning bash. Double whammy. We can make a lot. none of this is anything in particular I would want to make. What about armor? I could also rework existing equipment and possibly strengthen it. That's the other good news. So we have an iron headband. We can try to make that more powerful than it is. We don't have enough cruel claws for that. Vertical strike over 2 squares. Ooh, okay. Good hit. All right. Okay. Really well. I'll take it. It's our first effort. We unfortunately blew past where we needed to go on the first one. Okay, so it's just going to be a regular iron headband. It won't have any... Oh, it's a +2! Okay, it is a +2. Okay, so it is going to give us a little extra defense here. So 3 extra. Dustin can take the chain headgear for 2 extra charm. Okay. Anything else we can really do down here? Not really. I am going to take a quick break, be right back. I'm thinking probably another 40 minutes or so. And then we'll probably finish it up for today. All right. So I guess the question's really gonna be, when do we get to change classes? I feel like I should be, or really should be close, especially if I have a train that can take me to different places, different continents. We should be on the cusp of being able to do that. I figure it may be as simple as going to a continent and just seeing it there. Okay, so we have some options here. There is a casino that way. Flax and thread and nothing. This must be the, oh no, this is the magic lamp store. Oh, hold on, there is an equipment shop. Okay, I was trying to figure out where it was. Okay. Oh, they're all beginner stuff. There's Natty's shop. Okay, that's gonna get us the birdsong nectar. We have to buy that for our quest. For all I think it's the only thing we're gonna need for right now. Recipe shop. Powerful steak. I feel like I shouldn't pass up on recipes. We need to just buy them all. Oh, it's gonna be a walla and a half every time we upgrade it. I don't want to presume what's important and what's not. There does look like there's a casino here. I don't know if it's going to be unlockable this early or not. We absolutely will want to save our game before we play that. But one thing that is kind of funny that I heard from Alex is that purportedly the way that the casino works on the actual online version is it's like real life odds with their casino stuff, meaning that there's no way to kind of bake it to really break it. In the mainline games, there's like less like rules where things favor the house, meaning you can actually, at some point, in most cases, if you just have enough gold, like you'll win almost every time to basically accrue massive amounts. But online, it's basically like you can't always rely on that. Here, purportedly, it's gonna work like the other games, where things are not just overtly working against you. But we will see. All right. Okay, so let's go to the inn just to see if there's any items we can pick, bookshelves we can read, etc. Metal Owner's Prosperity. It has been several decades since I served my master Golok. Looking back, I realized that my life has been full of ups and downs and ups and downs. When I first met him, I was surprised to learn that he was almost penniless and that Luckland Island was an isolated island with nothing to offer. I was struck by the manly spirit of Master Golok, who bought the entire island and lost his fortune to create such a town where travelers from all over the world could gather, and I became a steward. The Lord and I traveled around the continent asking priests who wanted to start their own businesses and merchants who wanted to open stores to help us develop the island by lending us their land for free. His passion spread across the races, and before long this island was called the Utopia of the Earth, and Master Golok earned the respect of the people. Special Medicine Alchemy? I learned the recipe for special medicine. Very good. More bookshelves come in here. Nothing useful. Nothing useful. Couple of dressers. Apothecary upper robe. And a lottery ticket. We still don't know where to use it. I would presume the lottery tickets would be used here, of all places, since this seems to be an entertainment district. 40 gold. It is rare to find a place like this town where people of different races live together without any distinction. I wish other countries were like this. I think the catchphrase, the utopia of the world, isn't wrong. Okay, nothing, not quite. Mini medal. Very good. We'll need that for later. We can't hand off any medals till we do that quest, however. I came to this island to watch the Battle of the Colosseum. I have never seen such an exciting spectacle. You won't find a more exciting spectacle anywhere. My goodness, can any spectacle be that exciting? Okay. Okay, nothing in the church to, like, rummage through. We will save, and we're gonna try to go into the casino. Famous last words. We may never leave. I don't know what's gonna be available in this game. Are we gonna be playing the poker? Are we gonna be playing the slots? Are we gonna be playing the panel game that was in 7? Like, what are we gonna be doing? Okay, wrong way. We need to go this way. Okay, we can't go that way, so there's no point exploring the sides. It does look like the casino can be accessed. You'll need casino coins. If you can acquire it from the coin shop at a rate of 20 gold per coin. Inside the main area of the casino, the northern section accommodates games played with 1 coin, while the southern section has games played with 10 coins. Towards the rear, there's an exclusive VIP room where the stakes are set at 100 coins per game. Until you're accustomed, it's advisable to start with the lower stake areas. So you can actually... They're not going to gatekeep the higher section, which is interesting. Normally, they would wait until like later in the game to give you like the 100 coin rooms. They're actually letting you have it this early. Can be swapped for prizes, luxury rewards unique to the casino. Alright, are you the exchange shop or are you where we get the coin? It's the token counter. Up to a maximum of 1,000 coins held. Wait, I guess you can only buy in increments of 1,000. We'll start with 50. Gold bank. Okay, so we don't need to break the bank for this. Here's the prize exchanges. Let's take a look at the all. We can emote. Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what these other prizes are, but I mean, this is clearly we gotta be able to smile. Miracle perfume. Rarefied monsters easier to see for 30 minutes. Metal monsters easier to see for 30 minutes. I mean, okay, so you can customize your grinding experience for use in the magic maze, which we haven't really been explained yet. Battle against Equinox, Battle S, Nimian. Togris Maximus, that's a boss from Dragon Quest II. I recognize the name. He's the whip dude. He's the guy with the whip. Bacchus Troll, Giga Clever. Oh, okay, so you don't get to the 100 area until you buy this. It costs 100,000 for this EXP cap headgear, or you could have it for free as DLC if you happen to purchase it a certain way. Night Cherry outfit. Okay, these are parameters of synthesis effects go up. Increases rare drop rate. There actually rare drops? Because I've only seen individual drops. I've never seen a rare one. Metal Slime Sword Book. Okay, so we can unlock a panel for our skills. I don't know how I feel about these prizes. I'd rather just have really good equipment rather than being like, here, make it yourself. Get out of my face. But, I don't know. The idea of making your own stuff is cool and all, but the problem is this early in the game, I'm not gonna have the materials to make the scrap. I know that. Yeah, so not really a whole lot here that we're gonna be. It doesn't seem to be the most effective. Let's at least see what the games are. How to play roulette. I don't want to play roulette. No. A casino token, yay! I'm assuming all of these are going to be casino tokens. Yes. He just jittered out there for a minute. That was weird. I saw him ahead in the ceiling using... Oh, okay. That was on purpose. What if I could use Zoomstone once I get to the terrace up ahead? Okay, so slots... Doesn't look like there's a... Okay, poker is here. Okay. Oh, it's a 10 token one. Do we have a 1 denomination of poker? Yes. That's too bad. That is pretty bad. Let's go down to 5. Hey! Do we want to double or nothing, though? We are flush. 20 tokens. Do I want to try to double up? Yes. Oh! It had to be the 8. Why at 8? Okay, I chose wisely. Why isn't it showing the others? Do I want to try again? No, not really. I'll take 40. You've hidden 40 coins. I'll unhide them. Narumi says okay. Who's Narumi? And why are they taking such a vested interest in my game? We got 3 of a kind via the Joker. We'll double up. Oh, you choose a card. I see. That is of greater value? You don't even get to choose if it's lower or higher. Ooh, so this is more cruel than 7. Oh, we picked the only one that was better. Greater value again. Okay. I don't know if we should keep going for that. No, thank you. I mean, that's as lucky as you can realistically get. We may just want to switch to the slots at some point then, at least with off-stream doing this. Just because of how disadvantageous it is to actually go for the higher one. Is it always going to be higher? Okay, it looks like it always is going to be higher. We just have to hope that the face card is going to be good. We just keep getting... Oh my gosh. What is with this game? How are we getting this lucky? Jack? We'll do one more. No. Alright, well, I think we've had our fill there with poker. We'll go ahead and exit for now. I could do more of this poker on my own time. I don't need to do this right this second. This is not so stream imperative we have to do it right this second. One token slot machine. How does it work? It does have metal mode, which is nice. So we're only going to get 2 of those coin, 6 of those back due to our bet. I'd say 2 more spins and then we gotta get out. Explore the world, etc. Final spin. Oh, set time. Anyway, we have 210 tokens, which is more than the 50 we walked in with. I guess the main issue for me is that I don't think the rewards are that great until you really hit endgame. You can't really, like, get the best whip. You can't really get the best weapon. You can't really do any of that stuff. Just because none of that stuff is actually offered. I'll have to talk to Alex about that, because he says he's spending a lot of time in the casino, but like based off of the rewards, I don't really see why. Doesn't seem to be a lot in this one compared to the other versions. Anyway, can we actually leave out? Can we like walk out on the world or anything like that? Apparently not. I guess it's just this entertainment district is really all that's there. Okay, and plus we can zoom here without having to take the train again. I propose we move on to a different location. First of all, we're going to zoom stone back to the continent. We're going to go to Mount Katara again. I think there's a couple of quests we might be able to finish here now. First things first. What level blacksmith did you want? Wondrous blacksmithing set, wonderful blacksmithing set, as that allows anyone to do blacksmithing anywhere, something that blinks craftsmen and cry. Travelers use the mysterious blacksmithing set, but seems that their skill level is too low and they don't seem to be able to use it very well, still not as good as professional craftsmen. Okay, get to the level, please. Over 30. Okay, we do not have that yet. We're 21. Quest, please. Records, quest list. Not you. Ancient Prince. That's that one quest in the underground area we can go back and do. Okay, we need to go to the Adventurer's Tavern. That's where we need to put in our reward for getting the nectar, the birdsong nectar. You brought the birdsong nectar with you? Nothing. Could you give me some? Yes. Sure, I'll take it. See? Thanks, you really saved me. My owner is actually the madam of a very famous tavern. Coming up with new drinks to add to the menu is her hobby. And the secret special ingredient seems to be adding birdsong nectar, you know, so she needs a lot of it. Well, now that's my turn. As promised, I'll see to it that you can use the Adventurer's Tavern. What's your name? Guard, is it? Gotcha. I've signed your name in the Adventurer's Ledger. Now, welcome to the Adventurer's Tavern. I'll make sure that your friends get the request form. See? Urbia gold coin? So now let's talk to this person to see what they actually do. We had to go through all of this to unlock it. Quick lecture on how to use the tavern. That's exactly what I want. Register yourself. We'll issue a friend spell with your current approximate strength. Next, you can show your friends acquaintance adventuring Estoltia like you your so-called friend spell. If you don't have that person directly, it's okay. Okay, so wait a minute. Like, are they gonna give me like a unique like character string, and then like Alex or somebody who's playing the offline edition can upload my data onto there? Is that how that works? Is that like to bypass the fact that it's not really an MMO? You can exchange lots of friend spells. Nowadays, it seems that many people exchange friend spells with taking pictures. In the old days, you had to handwrite these things. Oops, but I digress. If you learn a friend spell, come register at the Adventurer's Tavern. Any tavern is fine. Register the spell. Your friend will be registered in the tavern. So then here's the important part. Have you ever obtained a strike request form? When you defeat a monster, it's an item you can sometimes get. After you've registered a friend at the tavern, try talking to the strike force member at the entrance of any largest town. Did you get settled the strike request that you sent a friend from the tavern out to do? Once your friend returns to clearing the quest, you'll be able to retrieve the listed reward. Might be something rare too. That's the basic relationship between Chapman Service and a strike request. In addition, when you register yourself, if you have any additional time, there's lots to do, but you'll just have to try them out if you want to. You can find clever ways of exchanging friend spells. Okay, so let's try seeing what happens if I register it. Send a friend's gift or redeem a friend's gift you receive from another. You can even have your own tab registered. You can attach a single request form of your choice. Friend's gift you received. Okay. And that one is not okay, none of this menu is translated yet. Okay, so I guess there's the ID. So I guess I could have a friend do it if I wanted to. But I don't necessarily want to right this second. Okay, and I can enter a friend's code with this. Alright. Well, I don't know if we're going to be using that much. But at least it's unlocked now. So anyway, let's go back to the underground area. We'll take the train station to literally any other continent and try to go through there. There is that kingdom that they talked about to that north and to the side. We may want to, at some point, try to go there. Let me see. What if I were to type something like where to change classes in Dragon Quest X offline? What would pop up? Okay. Feature becomes available after reaching approximately level 20 and completing a very specific quest, Quest 24. Any priest inside of a tavern. Not sure. I'll have to ultimately ask Alex where he went. And in any event, I guess we can go to Glen Castle. And we were getting close to winding down the stream too. It's been 3 hours and 40 minutes. I wanted to try to do as much as I could on camera. We've arrived at Glen Castle Station. New location added to Zoomstone, indeed. There is another item shop, probably with the bento. Fista Candy. These are so weird niche items. Like, what is their... Why would anyone want to use them? They increase your stats by such negligible amounts. Why would you ever want to waste a turn? New quest? An ogre man and warrior Bam seems to be somewhat troubled. And Glen Castleton, our aspiring actress Sharina appears to be troubled. Teacher, I'm sorry, that was unexpected. My name is Sharina, I'm an aspiring actress, but I've been having trouble finding a good teacher for my acting studies in this rugged town. But I felt your sense of sophistication. Please, become my teacher and give me acting lessons. And by a lesson, I mean all you have to do is just perform my weakest emote in front of me. That's all I need to learn. Please, I really want to see an example of the Athene greeting emote. I don't know how... what? Thank you to use emotes. Press ZR and please select the emote you want from the list. About the Athene greeting, the Athenians are a fabled people in Lendersian legend, said to have died out long ago. The Athene greeting is rumored to have been passed down, but I haven't been able to capture the essence of it. Even if you don't remember the Athene greeting now, if you continue your journey, you're bound to pick it up somewhere along the way. And I want you to show me the Athene greeting that only you, teacher, can do. Well then, teacher, thank you for your guidance. ZR, huh? What's it called? You can please give me a lesson right away. I'd like to see the emote Athene greeting. Yeah, I don't think we have it. Yeah, so we don't have it yet. Blacksmithing, various types of blacksmithing, weaponsmithing, guild's headquarters located on the first floor of Glen Castle. Okay. Is that a well? It is. Do not let this water run dry. Do not repeat the same suffering. Please refrain from continuing. We are in the process of building a new residential area for everyone in town, so she does not like me going there. What is this? Oh, this is how to get to the train station. Okay. Well, that was dumb. Okay, so... Tavern is here. Okay, job change. Okay, okay, so yeah, level respec to that corresponding level. It's the Dragon Quest IX leveling system that I was a little bit all about. But I was about it because I used like a bunch of seeds on my main class, thinking like, well, the sets will reset, but at least the ones I use seeds in will come with me. And they didn't. And I was like, well, I guess I'm sticking with the default class forever. Job skills can be used in other vocation, but skills like purification learned by raising the level of a martial artist can be used in any vocational level once learned. Some status enhancement effects, such as strength plus 10 learned by raising a warrior's level or MP plus 20, are inherited. Good to know. Okay, job changes. I want to change jobs. What profession? Okay, so you don't have to go through whatever crap they're talking about. It must have been an online only. So I can revocate from a warrior right now to any of these other default classes. Which basically means that our pal Dustin there is going to have to pick up the slack. We can, that means I'm also going to have to shop for these other weapons. Okay, well, It is going to suck to start all over, but this is exactly what we wanted, was to have the ability to change classes. I am going to pick Thief to start off with, I think. Be like Thief and pray. Is that like a Thief, though? I don't know. Thieves in chat sound off and let me know if that sounds accurate. From now on, you will live as Thief. Be sure to review your equipment. Now go. Yeah, let's take a look at our equipment. Oh, absolutely nothing? Love it. Okay. We can equip... We're going to have to go to a shop of some kind. What is this supposed to be? Let's check this out first. Treasure Island Bell. Medicinal Herb. Another mini medal. It might be like a Monster Arena thing. Monster Tavern, I'm not wrong. $14 gold. Single file. 2 medicinal herbs. Where travelers, companion monsters gather to the Monster Tavern. Please assume we are not open for business until the threat will coming here. Speak with the monsters. Okay. I wonder when they will be. It might be tied to like some kind of a quest. There are definitely a lot of quests to kind of keep track of, kind of like 9. Anyway, this is so perfect. This was the one thing I set out to do this stream, was to be able to change classes, and we were able to do that. That means, I mean, I can grind all of these other classes to get the skill points of the skill trees unlocked to ultimately either go back to the warrior or go back to something else. So this is fantastic. We just, okay, we do need to go a little bit further on to check the weapons that are here. People of this country suffered from red calamity, and they praised each other for overcoming the calamity, and red was chosen as the color of victory. With a little bit of a nod to that history, I made a letter card of Glen Castle died by the setting sun. I'm already getting a lot of reservations. Deliver everyone's heartfelt letters. We can't use that, it looks like. But yeah, it looks like things are picking up. So that is the church. Evacuate Bell. Oops, there he is. Cutscene? This country is preparing for war with another ogre country, Gartland, by recruiting brave warriors with their proof of adulthood. If you have proof of adulthood, I want you to become a soldier of this country and fight alongside us. If you want to volunteer to be a soldier, go see King Bagudo at Glen Castle. The castle's entrance is just up these stairs. Yeah, I don't think he wants a level 1 thief without any equipment on. I'm just going to go out and live and say, probably not very helpful. But if we do want to continue this continent story, That is ultimately going to be our destination. Right now, we do not. There's a train station. Looks like there's... they're both lead to the same spot. Material shop is that way, too. Strong medicine. Let's check the inn out. There might be bookshelves for recipes, after all. Single file. I don't know. I mean, there's something about it that, I mean, that really, you know, captivates me more than the other games. You know, I don't know. There's certainly an element of like exclusivity to it. Like there's certainly like a dopamine rush you get. Like you're able to experience something that other people often have not been able to experience here. But there's also games where that kind of logic has just completely fell to the wayside. That I've exclusively played games that nobody else has really had access to or played, and they've been bad. And I've said that they've been bad. So they don't always apply to that ability, you know, to the best of that ability. So what are we gonna do here? Chainmail top. Looks like iron is gonna be our best bet here for equipment. We'll take the iron headband +2. Iron falds. Sorcerer's Stone accessory. We'll equip the Erdrick shield just to have a shield. We need a weapon. Treasure chest. 3 iron ore. And nothing. Just need nothing. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go down this pathway. Material shop. They definitely are making it very, very apparent they're going to want you to craft stuff. Like, there's material shops everywhere. Woodworkers facility. There's a guild headquarters for that. Trader. There's the weapon and armor shop. Let's take a look and see what they have. Yeah, basically the same stuff you'd find elsewhere. We can equip the leather whip. Or the iron. Honestly, we should probably just equip the iron. We don't have the ability to use a boomerang yet. Can't equip the iron. We will buy an iron whip. Understandably, it's two-handed. So we'll lose the Erdrick shield. I'll have to ask Alex where to use the lottery ticket, because I didn't see anything look like a tombola at that other location. We can equip a dagger if we really, really want to. I just don't know if I do. Let's check the armor shop out. Okay, nothing that we need. King Bagudo, who is bedridden due to a serious illness, was saved by Sage Malin's healing technique, it seems. Wow, Sage techniques are amazing things. But if you're looking for healing powers, the herbs that grow are nothing to scoff at. After all, they can be used on anyone. By the way, from the looks of you, you seem to be quite skilled. How about it? Can you take on a job for me? To be honest, I'm short on the Muddy Hand mud that I use as a potting soil for the medicinal herbs, and I'm in a bind. Muddy Hand mud is dropped by Muddy Hands on the south side of Glen Territory East. Think you can get me some? Okay. Tend to blend with the landscape of Glen Territory East. You'll find them if you look carefully. Okay. There were also Muddy Hands in the other continent that we were at too, so we have that to fall back on if we need. We're getting ready to end the stream here. It's about 5 p.m. And I need to do something other than playing video games, as absurd as that sounds. I'm probably going to go ahead and get some yoga done. Need to stretch. After almost a 4-hour stream, you need to just get up, do something. Dusty old book, family tradition of secrets. Secret arts have handed down to my family from generation to generation. The history of this art begins with the meeting of 4 different races of sorcerers. The 4 sorcerers made an agreement to prevent each other's arts from being used by evil forces. The agreement is no longer valid. The art of my family has disappeared into the darkness of history, never to be told. History of Glen Castle is the height where the warriors of the past cut into the steep, but its history was also not good. Years ago, our country was swept away by them, and they wanted him to fight. The books were eaten by worms in places that were unreadable. Okay, so no recipes. Okay. Let's get to a safe spot. Basically, what I need to do between now and the next time that we are going to play this game for streaming purposes, which will be on Tuesday. Monday, we're finishing Atelier Iris 2, is I need to grind these other classes. I need to make sure that I get enough class points to be able to really be kind of somewhat self-sufficient with them. That way I'm not having to do nearly as much on camera. Red Eye. Recipe book, Dragon Fist History. Recipe for Draculord coin. I'm a warrior. The only person to seek is a level 10 or above warrior. Whether the rest of you live miserably or die honorably is up to no concern to me at all. Oh, come on. I've got to revocate. No, really? What a pain. Another mini medal. Traveler's Guide to Stoltia, Ogre Continents Edition. Swordwalk, Table Mountain, Oresco Highlands. Sleeping Rock of the Father supports Garland Castle in the Garland Territory, southern part of the continent. Known to have been used as a stronghold to control fierce monsters with the surrounding monsters during the Battle of the Gartland. Many of those who were scattered in the battle have been pinned to the rock as expression of gratitude and respect. That's why it's called the rock where our father slept. Okay. I guess we're just going to circle back, get the reward for level 10 warrior, since I want to not have to worry about something that's tied to my class anymore. Going up there, I think, is going to be how we progress the story of this particular realm, which I don't want to do yet. So let's go back to the bar is up there. The thing is, we can always just re-equip the equipment, and after we change back. Change jobs. Thief. Oops. Warrior. Oh, nice. They remember what I had on. That's a little bit of extra quality of life that I can get behind. Alright, final order of business is to go back to that house down here and talk to that person and show them that we're a level 10 warrior. And then we'll get our reward. Welcome, please come in level 10 or plus warrior. Battling all day, every day. It's a useful feeling when you are beginning to develop your strength as a warrior, isn't it? I can see it with my own eyes, that shining physique. You have the makings of a wonderful warrior. Please allow me to guide you. Thank you. Old Abakai will surely guide you on the ways of the true warrior. True warrior is one who possesses a righteous heart. Only those who overcome my trials and obtain the important items will be able to attain it. Then for the first trial, go south of Glen Territory, east to Gert Strait as a warrior for me. Oh, okay. There's more to this. This is just the prerequisite to start the quest. Okay. South of Glen Territory, east to Gert Strait as a warrior. Okay. Northern Cave of Gert Strait. Seems that there's a beacon whose fire that has gone out will guide you. Don't forget to go in as a warrior. Okay. So when we're done with all of the other trials, we can go ahead and, I guess, do that. But for now, we at least have the quest. Let's get back to all trades. We'll save. And then we'll end the stream. So back to a thief. All right, perfect, perfect. And the church is over here. All right, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. We'll go ahead and save here. We're no longer on Luckland Island. We haven't been on Luckland Island for a good while. But thanks everybody for stopping by. Tomorrow we're finishing and scoring Atelier Iris 2, so look forward to that. On Tuesday we will be back with more Dragon Quest X. Oh god, give these people a rest. Yes, I agree. Alright everybody. That's gonna do it for today's stream. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see everyone tomorrow.